Well, folks, you heard it here. It's time to have Disclosure Day of our own and disclose whether or not this movie is total bullshit or actually kind of good. And where does it rank in Spielberg's 35 filmography? And me and Erich are here today, having watched all 35 of his movies, to rank every single one of them. So if that seems like the kind of thing you would like to hear a podcast about, happy Disclosure Day. It's a special holiday for us and for you. I am, of course, me, Mumkey Jones, joined as always by it's Erich McCoy. Is it Kino royalty, folks, from another planet, perhaps?
Let's see if I can do the weird clicking sounds that they do in the movie. I don't know, was that audible?
He said, do not be afraid of what you don't understand. Spoiler alert.
Listen.
Well, oh my God, we'll get to that. First of all, again, spoiler alert. We're just going to spoil the whole thing. And honestly, you'll probably appreciate the movie more just knowing the spoilers, to be honest.
It's the thing where, like, because of the way the movie is set up and the, like, UFO kind of imagery the movie is set up, there's not a whole lot of new in this movie. It's not telling you, like, new things about aliens. It's not telling you, like, incredible it is kind of a Steven Spielberg plays the hits of his filmography and tells people that they're aliens. And that's about what it is.
I've got a few creative and fun readings of the film that we can go through together that will help us recap the plot for the folks at home who are not going to bother watching this, and maybe they don't need to. I was struggling between a 6 or a 7 when I was ranking this on Rotten Tomatoes. Not out of 35, but 6, 7. Of course, Erich is juggling titties, as I like to observe. It's either a high 6 or a weak low 7, and I settled for 7 here just because there are some entertaining ideas in the movie that I wish would have had their entire own movie to explore and not been in this stupid alien movie. Specifically, just the Emily Blunt. Is that the name of the actress?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm just gonna call her that. Who cares about these characters' names, Erich? Emily Blunt she basically gets a superpower where she knows absolutely everything about somebody just by looking at them, and it also knows, like, the answer to the problems that maybe they hadn't even identified were problems in their life that were holding them back on a daily basis. And, like, just in a brief paragraph, it tells them everything they need to hear to, like, give them an epiphany. And they're often so shocked by what just happened, like this absolute miracle, that she's able to just, like, abandon the police officer pulling her over. That's, like, such a fun idea that then has to go. Well, I think it's hard to imagine, Erich, because they're hearing things. And us as the viewer, we would like to think, oh yeah, there's nothing you could say to me that would give me that reaction. Of course not. But I think that's the point, is that it's not something you can predict that you need to hear. Like, it's so profoundly unknowable to you that they're set into shock. And until it happens to you, you can't know. I love that idea. I think it's really fun and kind of profound and deep. And then it just turns into this alien bullshit. And
oftentimes,
I get really disappointed by the ending.
Isn't the thing she's saying to the person, like, it's tied into their relationship with someone else, or it's like it is them worrying about another person in their life. I think she, like, helps a woman who's being beaten by her husband or boyfriend or whatever get out of that violent relationship. She says, like, you should call the cops. Like, it's not going to work out. Like, you can't keep doing this. And she does that, and later on she's like, oh, I really should have done that earlier. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Like, I think that's an interesting, her power is ultimate empathy. So she is, like, completely aware of everyone's emotional states and can tap right into, like, what is the thing that you're missing from your life that you should just go and do, and that'll solve so many of your problems. Which that is a very, like, simple way to kind of sum something like that up, but it's an interesting premise for what does that power look like.
Yeah, and for me, that's a unique movie premise that I have not. I mean, maybe something similar has been done in a movie that I haven't seen, but I've never seen this specific thing before. And I was frustrated by the opening 10 minutes of the movie where it's like kind of heisty runaway car chase bullshit that I've seen in every movie ever made, and then it's like juxtaposed with something brand new I've never seen, and we keep going back to the generic shit. Like, come on, no, stay on her story, please.
This movie, I'm gonna maybe somewhat spoil my thoughts about the overall movie by talking about the first shot of the movie, which is at a pro wrestling contest. It is your face being kicked by a leg repeatedly.
That's the opening shot.
That's the opening shot. And this opening of the movie takes place at a wrestling thing. And I think this movie could be interestingly viewed through the lens of wrestling, where wrestling rests on the idea of kayfabe, of we all know it's fake. We all know this is not real, but you buy into it and you say, okay, we'll like take this crazy idea of these guys fighting in the storylines and who's going to win and lose, not having already been figured out beforehand. I wonder if this movie is not like working on that idea of the aliens and the conspiracy and all of that stuff. Have they already decided that this is going to happen the exact way it is, and we're just kind of going along with the ride of this is how we disclose these ideas, this is how we get this idea out to people. And the very end of this movie, you can read a very hopeful, very like, we all come together as people to view this like amazing disclosure of aliens on Earth. But is it more of a, they're just trying to get it so that we don't kill each other in World War III? And this is really just being used as a huge, look over here, look at this thing, because we feel like the cat's out of the bag, and it's just fucking, there's no reason to keep denying it. So I kind of wonder about that.
The ending for me was a series of cop-outs that were so increasingly disappointing that like all goodwill for the movie was almost gone, and I really had to think about it. Like, 6 or 7. I was really juggling in my mind all these concepts here. So let's talk about those disappointments before we go a little deeper. Surface level dog shit ideas that they put in. The design of the aliens, the most generic. You could just draw on a napkin.
It's exactly what a gray looks like.
Yeah, he's doing stereotypical generic alien design. And in my opinion, after the Filthy Frank E.T. episode where him and this exact alien design as a big puppet or whatever they did with it, or like they're banging hookers and doing cocaine and getting in hot tubs and having a big adventure. When I'm watching the Steven Spielberg movie, possibly his final swan song film or whatever, he's putting all his other movies into this as like a homage to himself, maybe. I mean, whatever. I laugh out loud. You can't have that alien in a Spielberg movie and have me take it seriously. You like, old man, it's too late. It's now a meme. You can't put that in your film anymore. Design something different, please. Like having them appear to us as what we want to see or as animals, that's fine, that's cool. But their actual physical design is a fucking meme? Or is that, again, what they think we want to see based on the films that came out before the Roswell or Crash? Is that what they're doing? It's just like appearing in the way they think we want to see them?
Yeah, I mean, it could be read that way. It could be that, like, if you're reading a darker, more manipulative lens to this, it could very well be that, like, the aliens they show us are going to be the aliens that we always assume we're going to see. So, like, it just meets our exact expectations. And
that kind of discredits the whole thing, though. Like, if the aliens won't even disclose their real identity, and at the very end they're about to show, like, a giant alien on TV for the first time, or maybe they're not, because they're really just having it translated through blunt. Like, I guess that is the actual design, and maybe that's what Spielberg's intending. I like our interpretation better, but even then, like, fucking just be honest and show us what you look like, bitch.
Could you imagine if aliens actually did exist and
looked like that?
Well, I mean, they might.
Like,
they might. But
I think I wouldn't believe it.
And this is Spielberg being like, "This is what aliens look like," and he's like, when they wheel the like Joe Biden alien out at the end, he's kind of like, "Yeah, this is what aliens actually look like."
I guess if one premise of the movie is the Christian God also the Jewish God. Invented
Yahweh.
humanity. If he also made aliens, maybe they would be humanoid, because we're his favorite design on Earth according to Genesis, as told in the movie. So he maybe made more human type things all throughout the galaxy.
Yeah. What if God looks like a gray alien? Like, it's just actual God, but he just looks like a gray.
We got a lot of explaining to do with all the films we've made, killing God over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people are going to be disappointed in how generic the aliens look like in this. But to me, that is not the meat of the movie, and that's not kind of why Spielberg is making this. Like, really, a lot of the like shots near the end where it's like you're seeing like airplanes, seeing like UFOs do crazy shit, and then you're seeing like alien bodies on the ground on the crash sites and stuff like that. That is playing into a lot of UFO mythology, and I'm sorry, UAP mythology is the new nomenclature that I want us to use.
Well, I'm glad you said that and reminded me, because that is also when I was laughing out loud. Is we have humans like all in a subway staring at their phone, reacting to what is supposed to be shocking, like animal torture-esque footage, but it's the little tiny gray aliens being like surgically, dismembered. And to me, it's just hilarious. Like, this is a hilarious figure, this little alien that I've seen in media a million times. It's not even gory or upsetting. And the fact that everybody would be like so crying in despair over this footage instead of even giggling at all was so unreal to me.
I mean, I don't know what this would look like. People have been giving him a lot of shit for being like, oh yeah, of course the news, like everybody watches the news to see how aliens exist. But I honestly don't know how that would work. If there was some huge like aliens exist announcement that goes out, how do people watch that at the same time? You suppose this is all metaphorical anyway, like, oh, the people find out, and he just films it all in a subway car. It's movie making, it's movie language, whatever, but it's still just very silly to me. People are like, you would just drop it online, but I feel like if you just dropped it online, there would be so many people that would just like instantly say it's absolute bullshit. Like, you would not have any like ability to cohesively as a species come together and view this thing. It would be, I'm going to download a zip file on fucking GitHub or something and see the fucking alien videos on my computer. That's not nearly as impressive. But like, I feel like there is a boomer sensibility to Spielberg where he's like something like the moon landing, or even like on the darker side, something like JFK's assassination or 9/11. This like, we all come together and collectively view something. He wants that again. He wants that experience of we as humanity come together and view the same thing at the same time and possibly have the same kind of feelings about something, which is so different from what happens today. But like, even in this, it's not like everyone is watching the same screen. People are watching their individual phones, even in this movie, because obviously it's 2026. But like, that coherent, cohesive, like everyone doing the same thing at the same time doesn't really happen. We're all watching our own screens.
Rich, I want to get to my two perspectives on the film, certain lenses you could read it through, because in some ways maybe it's not actually about aliens at all, and what you've been alluding toward. Maybe there are some deep metaphors here about what Spielberg actually is saying about this moment, and it has literally nothing at all to do with space or aliens, but something very real that is being tried to kept a secret by a businessman for 35 years.
Child abuse.
So many things, but we'll get to it. I want to start off with, before either perspective is revealed, I want to talk about Wyatt Russell, who appears in the film as Emily Blunt's husband. And I want to take you on my thought journey watching this morning.
Okay.
So Emily Blunt, she looks the way she does, probably pretty good for a beautiful woman. And then it cuts to her husband in the movie, and I don't recognize who it is, and it takes me a little bit to figure it out, but I'm like, oh, that's interesting. They gave her a really ugly husband. Okay. Like,
wow.
like, oh, this is like the character.
Wow.
Like, she's way too good for her husband. And like, and he doesn't believe in her dreams, even though she's believing in his music. And like, he's just like a complete piece of shit. And that's really all the movie does with him the whole time. And then halfway through, he's like so shitty he's written out. So, you know, maybe I'm right, and he is just like horrendously ugly. But even though I thought he was an ugly man, and I didn't know who he was, in the back of my mind, I was like, but wait a second. I feel like I think he's superior to somebody else at something. And I don't remember what or why. And I finally get, oh, he's the good Captain America. He's the only Captain America I like. God damn it. Did not recognize him for like 5 minutes.
So you think he's better than Chris Evans?
Yes! Oh my God, he's the best Captain America.
Okay.
Of them all. All three. Erich.
He looks much better with the beard. When he's not in the beard, I think his face looks odd and like misshapen.
That's why I thought he was like a fucking ugly freak who I couldn't recognize here.
And like when he has the Captain America like helmet on, I think it makes him look worse. Like he just looks very weird wearing that. And I think it's a great like, this is just Captain America but really off in a way. He plays that super well. But yeah, like he is definitely, and his parents are two of the best looking people like ever. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, two incredibly beautiful people, and I think you can see bits and pieces of them in his face, but like it just does not it does not carry over to some extent.
Was Goldie Hawn not like in his first theatrical film, Spielberg?
Yes, Sugarland Express.
Wow, so he's really doing some bookends here, because he also has a scene that's just Duel again. With the scene in Duel when a car's being pushed into the train. As he's doing shot for shot Duel, his very first movie, if you don't count Columbo.
Oh. Right. Oh.
Was there a Columbo reference in here?
Oh man, Columbo would have gotten to the bottom of this alien ship immediately. He wouldn't have needed the like aliens imprinting shit on kids. He wouldn't have needed the special rods with their like weird powers and shit. He would have just been like, hey, excuse me, 1 second there, Mr. Colin Firth, you got that little rod thing? Can you tell me about that?
Well, he would start Columbo loves to talk about his wife, and Colin Firth, I guess that's his weakness in the movie. So he'll start thinking about his own wife and break down crying when Columbo says something. My wife loved the third rock from the sun. Okay. Here's interpretation number 1. This is a feminist power fantasy. Basically porn for women, porn for girls. It's about, hey, what if you're a beautiful woman trapped in a fucking Midwestern town? Ew, you have bigger aspirations than that. You've got an ugly husband who doesn't believe in your dreams, even though you believe in his. He's talking shit. He's way uglier than you. That's no question. Nobody would even... Anybody who sees this movie, they'd be like, well, yeah, they don't belong together for sure. She should be with a 10-year-old boy she met back in the day, not this guy. And what if it turned out that you were like the smartest woman in the world and you know every single language, and you're literally right about everything, and your stupid husband is dumb and he's wrong and he doesn't know anything, and he's trying to drag you down and get you committed like they did to women back in the day so that the doctors would finger fuck them back to sanity, okay? It's all there. The whole history of fucking, what was it called? Dollhouse, that fucking play.
Oh, yeah.
All of it's in here of what she's being assaulted with, despite her incredible intelligence and beauty. And, you know, what is the story? By the end of it, she's on television holding hands and kissing her new boyfriend. We literally see her cuck husband watching this play out on TV in the final minute of the movie. And also you and your new boyfriend are meeting a cool-ass alien, proving to your husband that you weren't crazy, you were a super genius and right the whole time, and he lost out on everything. Is Spielberg making the ultimate female power fantasy here?
Well, obviously, and I think the interesting read for this movie is that the two main characters are his parents. His parents, obviously, a mathematician, very engineer-minded person, is the Josh O'Connor in this movie, and then the empathetic, musically minded, like kind of like more going with your feelings mother is Emily Blunt. And so it's like his parents coming together and saving the world. Like, this movie is like such a crazy fucking skeleton key for Steven Spielberg.
Even more than the Fabelmans.
Well, he does the Nathan Fielder, like, you've reconstructed your entire childhood and your house, and now you like go into your house and you have like all these like crazy dramatic, but that's the thing he literally did. He literally recreated his own home for the Fabelmans and then was like shooting the movie and like directing actors in his own like reconstruct. Like, the man is a fucking Nathan Fielder character, basically.
He is, yeah.
At this point. And like, I don't really know what the movie is trying to do with that. Is it like through that? So I think Steven Spielberg, the same as you, says that he doesn't do therapy and that therapy is nonsense.
That's like, what his movies are for. That's right. What
no,
a genius.
Exactly. He's like, I will channel all of the like therapeutic power into my movies. And so like while he was making the Fabelmans, he was apparently like crying the entire time.
Oh no.
Because like he's just seeing his childhood and his life recreated in front of him. But like, so the thing I love about the Fabelmans, and the thing I wonder whether there's any angle with that here, is that he feels as a director, he's like behind the lens, but never in the moment with those same people that are living their lives. So he feels like he can perfectly shoot it, he can perfectly capture it. He's like amazing from a distance, but he cannot actually live his life alongside the things that are actually happening. And so it's like, is there any version of that here? Because who are the heroes? His parents? Is he the guy bringing them together? Coleman Domingo's character? Like, what is Steven Spielberg's role in this movie? If it is about his life, it's about his kind of like career. So who is the Steven Spielberg here?
I guess
Colin Firth? Because Colin Firth is fucking sitting at the end of the movie. He's just sitting in that stool, kind of like in the cuck chair, like just having to see what's happening. Like,
I think that Steven is his movies, and that the movie itself is him, as are all of his movies, and that his two parents coming together after this epic adventure is what led to the art that the world has loved so much, and literally has changed the world over and over again. He's way more than just one man. He like, how can you be a man who has made a dozen movies that like changed the world forever, in a major way? You know, he's got to feel like so much more than just like an 80-year-old guy.
Like, I can't even imagine. And like, I think he was on a episode of the Rewatchables where he talked about 2001: A Space Odyssey, and like he just loves that movie. And I think when you see how he still talks, he still has like love for this stuff. He still like is making movies all the time. I think he's really slowed down because he used to make like fucking 2 movies a year. Like, his run in the 90s and early 2000s is insane, the pace at which he was making movies. But yeah, like, I think he still has 3 or 4 more movies in him, honestly.
He's not making this as his final, you think?
No, he definitely wants to make a Western after this. He wanted to make a Bullet movie.
Do you think
so yeah, like, he's got a couple ideas.
Is he treating every movie now with the power of being potentially his last, just in case something happens? Like, because Fabelmans feels like that, like, but this had so many bookends, like having Goldie Hawn and now Goldie Hawn's son in the movies. Or
Fabelmans, I think, was him coming out of COVID or something, or maybe he made it within COVID. I can't fucking remember the exact timeline, but like, that is his like, I wanted to do this eventually. I'm running out of time. I need to do this now because I have no idea what the future's going to look like. He might have at one time envisioned that as his last movie, as his kind of like, here's the like absolute way to read my entire life. There you go.
Well, when you make Ready Player One, you've got to be like, ah, shit, I got to fix the legacy real quick. Fuck.
I mean, I think in a way this is a much better like encapsulation of his career than Ready Player One. Ready Player One is just full of like nods to his other stuff and nods to other movies and other things, and that he says that he made that movie so he could make the end of that movie, which said, and we shut down the VR reality every couple days to like tell people to go outside and touch grass. Like, he was literally making that movie to be like, oh yeah, this is an amazing phantasmagorical world, but you also need to go out and enjoy the real life as well sometimes. So that's apparently why he did that, but
he didn't do it good enough.
A bit more. I defend that movie more than a lot of people do, but it's.
We'll see where it goes on your ranking today.
We'll
Above or below this one, Erich?
Yeah.
You saying it's below?
Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Now, my other reading of the film, this is when we get conspiratorial, a little bit wacky. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. I am joking. This is satire, and I don't actually believe Spielberg intended this at all. I think his art is often a weapon of, the billionaire class, and you can interpret that whatever way you want to reinforce certain attitudes towards things in a way that maybe you don't realize, okay? But what if he feels guilty about what he's done? And the real disclosure that needs to be revealed is something that we're all thinking so much I don't even have to say it out loud, okay? And I think there's a lot of interesting ways that it lines up. In particular, this is a story of something horrible and brutal started happening 79 years ago. Lives lost and torture. I mean, is it a coincidence that this Roswell, or whatever the hell they're linking back to here, is within one calendar year of the creation of Israel? And at the 79 years ago, like, oh yeah, I guess Israelis have been slaughtering Palestinians for exactly that amount of time, and it's being covered up.
We've created this horrible state of silence and of keeping the truth hidden for this many years, and we've taken great pains in order to whitewash a situation that is much darker than it really is. And I wrote down
word for word some of this dialogue. This might have been the speech that Erich said in his review that he enjoyed. We have the bad guy, Colin Firth, he says. And I'm interpreting this guy, he's like a businessman who's been trying to cover up some shit for 35 years. I'm just interpreting him as the current president, perhaps. He says, that truth will upend all established order across the entire world. I have spent 35 years protecting. Then Hugo, heroic black guy in the film, he said, he interrupts. Your own wealth and power, that's all you're protecting. There's an essential need in all of us to believe and an equal need to be believed. I feel like there are some people with stories that are being told that are not being believed by a lot of people, Erich. You violated every standard of evidence. You infantilized anyone who only wanted to understand what they've witnessed. I mean, how many of us have read 3 million pages of Epstein files, and when you question these people, they treat you like a fucking retard baby. What are you talking about? Just ignore what you've seen. It doesn't matter. You're stupid. You're just stupid for thinking that. You brutally stifled their questions, shouted them down, ridiculed and shamed them for the crime of simply being astonished. The 79-year terror campaign of obfuscation, lies, and cover-up has to end. Now, is that a speech about fucking aliens, or is that about all the criminal activity of a certain country, Erich? What makes more sense?
A certain unnamed country that we will not speak the name of on this podcast. There is a lot of guilt within this movie. And I like a lot of the things I think I'm running up against in this movie is either it's not written correctly or it's not fully put together right. But I think it's interesting that stuff exists within the movie, even if it's not done right for the most part. And so if the nation state of Israel is to blame for some of these things,
I mean, Spielberg, I don't know nothing about him. How loyal is he? And Jewish guilt is a thing, right? But go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
This is his therapy. This is how he deals with the knowledge of, oh yeah, my whole life they've been doing this. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, I think another thing interesting is how in the Fabelmans, especially, he's videoing this bully character, and he's like, it's amazing that like this guy is a bad guy. I don't want to portray him as the best, but whenever I go to shoot him, he just looks amazing. like people look a certain way, and my camera will capture that way and even if it's not what I intend, it is what the camera sees, and he has that ability to like magnify this great power without much idea of what he's doing to control it, which he might have been doing with Israel. like in the moment, it's like, yeah, this seems like the right thing to do in the moment. Like this is the thing I'm trying to champion, but he might just be giving power to a bully, and
that might have been my lowest ranked movie of his on my tier list, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I mean, do we have any other thoughts on this movie? I think we've given 2 legitimate ratings so far that we both entirely agreed with and think were intentional. Anything else you want to share?
There's a scene where Emily Blunt has a panic attack after they get onto a train, and there's a bunch of pianos all around them, and she gets over the panic attack by feeling the piano strings. I think that scene is just amazingly done. I think like there's a huge joke about like the realistic depiction of a panic attack, but that was a very realistic depiction of a panic attack, and it was really good. And I think that's such a good moment of reality and moment of like real character really reacting, because if you were in an actual Steven Spielberg action scene, you would probably have a huge fucking panic attack immediately after it, because you just survived not only getting pushed into a train, but then getting pulled along by that train as it swallows up your car. And
she experienced all the stress of the entire Duel movie in about 5 minutes, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Yeah, totally.
Go watch Duel. That's my recommendation of the day, folks.
Duel is a great movie. Like, I watched Duel, I think, like 10 years ago, probably. But I was just like, oh yeah, this guy has like every single filmmaking like instinct right in him. He just knows how to do stuff.
It's more scary than Jaws, because, I mean, how often am I near a shark? But these trucks could do this shit at any fucking time. They're just importing people who don't speak English to drive them now. Like, Duel could happen to any of you.
Yeah, I like the idea of your remake of Duel. It's just a Mexican guy who's pissed off at you.
An Indian guy who's looking for directions. No, an Indian guy who saw a beautiful blonde white woman driving a car, and he's not going to stop without her number, no matter what. That's the modern Duel.
Bob or Vagine.
Yes, that's the title of the film, Bob's or Vagine. One other thing, and Erich, I've been off of social media. I didn't even know the World Cup was happening, but I did watch Andy Signore's review of this film, and he showed a viral tweet saying if this movie was released under the name M. Night Shyamalan, we would all be mocking it and shitting on it. I would like to stand against that very quickly as somebody who's watched a lot of recent M. Night films, like The Beach That Makes You Old, or Knock at the Cabin. I think Knock at the Cabin is the closest thing to this movie, but it's evidence that M. Night could not do anything that this movie does in terms of the script, the acting, the dialogue. Everything is so far above what M. Night is capable of that I think that really is insultingly wrong. And if M. Night made this, it would be his absolute masterpiece, no question. And I've never been impressed by any of his movies.
I agree with you that I think that, like, especially on film Twitter, like, people love M. Night Shyamalan, and I like M. Night Shyamalan, but I do not understand the, like, overriding, like, this guy is amazing, he's just as good as Spielberg. Like, the people treat him like he is the Newsweek article, where it's like, he is the next Spielberg, that famous thing. I do love the movie Signs, though. I have to say, like, that movie I watched at the right time. It takes place in Pennsylvania, where I live, and I just grew up around cornfields, and just that whole aliens running through corn is just like...
Maybe we should give that one a shot, because I've not seen it since I was probably like 8 or 9 years old.
Okay. And honestly, that movie has a better alien reveal moment than basically anything in this movie. Anything... I mean, there's tons of great alien reveal moments in Spielberg's filmography. But
specifically the writing, like, I can hear M. Night's voice in all of his characters speaking the dialogue that he wrote for them. He just can't be different people. It's always just, it sounds like him, and it's terrible, and he's not that smart, and he's trying to write smart stuff.
I think revisiting that'll be interesting, because Mel Gibson is the lead, and I think he does a great job in the lead. Joaquin Phoenix is the kid in that. Like, it's a really fun movie. I think Haley Joel Osment's in it.
Florian once said he'll do anything for Mel Gibson. Do you think we invite him and say, hey, you, me, just a trio, us three, the old Three Musketeers, will he do it for a Mel Gibson movie? Send him the invite. I know he's going to say no, but just for fun, let's put it into the world.
I'll ask if he'll do it for Mel.
Okay, we'll get back to you, folks.
Maybe he'll come back for Passion 2. There's going to be 2 Passion of the Christ. Or wait, not Passion of the Christ.
The Return of Christ? Resurrection?
Redemption of the Christ? Resurrection of the Christ. Yeah. There's going to be 2 of those movies eventually.
If he'll come back for all Mel Gibson movies, he's invited back. Definitely. Get him back.
I'll send it his way. Okay, I do want to talk about Colin Firth in this movie because I think his character is a bit underwritten. He is the villain. He's the like guy chasing them throughout. I think it's super cool that he's like using this alien rod thing, but he's not very good at it. Or like the rod like uses empathy to kind of tap into people's emotions, and like so he's able to like appear before this woman and like talk to her, but it's so clearly taking it out of him to use it. And as the movie goes on, he becomes more drained and like scary and evil looking. And I just think that's such a good like. I love that this movie is tied into empathy and tied into I don't know, empathy superpowers, and the villain trying to do that cannot do that correctly, and it takes it out of him. I do love that as a thing. I do want to shout out, I love when they've cloaked the house because they've made a recreation of the house, and so like they've made the house invisible, and so when the soldiers approach it and they like try to go into the house without knowing there's a house there, they like fall over it and like they cloak a fire truck and the fire truck bursts out. Like all of that stuff is so cool. It's so classic filmmaking that it's like there's nothing there, but you can see the things interacting with people. That's just such a fun moment in this movie. There are moments like that where I'm reminded that Steven Spielberg is still a fucking like masterclass film. Oh, also just all the reflecting shots of this movie. It's a lot of people looking into glass and you can see things through the glass, and the reflections of people in the glass. Like everything about how this movie is shot is just, I think, genius for the most part. There's the scene where Josh O'Connor is sneaking onto a farm, or sneaking away from people on a farm, and the camera is like moving up and around him and then like around the fence, and I have no idea how the fuck Spielberg filmed that, because like he has such masterful ability to move the camera, place it where people can be seen perfectly. Like I just don't know how the fucking guy does it.
Meanwhile, during that same shot, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Get away! You just got a telepathic phone call to get the fuck away. What are you doing? I didn't realize
my shit.
I didn't realize this dude's a fucking Monkey D. Luffy madman who's not leaving his friend behind no matter what, and will just drive a car through the enemies and through a house to save her.
Yeah,
I got a lot of respect for him all of a sudden, because I would have ran away. Now he's making the movie interesting all of a sudden.
She hadn't tried to stab him at that point, right? Because like she was taken over by.
It's after while they're driving away from that moment, she's taken over by Colin Firth.
Right. I think if you try to stab me, even if I think that it's somebody trying to take you over, I would leave you behind, because I'd be like, they could take you over at any time. Like, why would I keep you with me?
I mean, he understood the sci-fi premise and the empathy well enough, because he started saying her name instead of focusing on the road, and I think that might have broke the spell.
That might have, yeah, okay. True.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 logic, and it's Spielberg's putting it in this movie, and I liked it. It's like One Piece, kind of.
It's wild. Like, the things that this movie chooses to, like, spend time on, while it's actually just an alien invasion movie, while... like it's really just a paranoid thriller, these characters on the run from the government, but like all of that stuff where it's like they're not really doing a good job of finding him, like he's hiding behind rocks and they're like not looking behind the rocks.
Hilariously horrible. They just believe that the car went over without them.
How much of that is on purpose, because they're just like, they don't give a shit really about finding him. It's so weird that this is a government organization that's not actually a government organization. They're just kind of managing the secrets for the government.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Like, she says in her speech, non-government organization in collaboration with the Department of Defense to use alien technology to make weapons and shit.
it's just so odd how much like space there is between like the actual government and this group. It's a weird like deniability that it's like the government is not actually chasing them, it's this other group doing it. Like there's so much deniability, or so much just like, well, that's them, like they're doing all these evil things, they're like capitalizing on the technology and making tons of money off of it. It's just so weird how separated it is, that it's not like the government chasing them. Because you'd think like if the government is hiding aliens for the longest time, you'd think the government would be chasing them, but no, it's this Ward-X like other group. And that's either a sloppy kind of like, we don't want to like make it seem like the US government is doing awful things to these people, our heroes.
It might be more of like the swamp, like Trump was right, but he was fucking lying about it, because there is just a swamp of people who are always there, and they keep the secrets, and like they say presidents, they become normal citizens after 8 years, so they don't get updates anymore.
Right. We're not going to tell them about aliens anymore, because they're just going to fucking leave, and one of them might blab. Like, you've got a scene where Richard Nixon is taking this like TV host to see aliens. It's like, yeah, like that would really fuck things up. That's apparently a real conspiracy theory, is that Nixon would show people the aliens.
He seemed like a man of the people. We need a man like that back in office to fix this country. What was his worst crime? Fucking nothing at all.
Fucking the Watergate thing.
Yeah, that was like, nothing. I feel like literally nothing.
Anyway now. Like the burden on the burden on presidencies breaking rules, or doing bad things. We just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, that'll probably be healthy for the entire future of humanity, that we don't punish presidents for anything ever again.
Yeah.
That's fine.
If the president's doing it, it's not illegal, right?
Just Why wants to know, is this another Spielberg Holocaust allegory? But I think maybe it's potentially the exact opposite. Maybe it's an apology for the Palestinian Holocaust that is still going on. What was that movie? A Zone of Interest? This might just be a Zone of Interest.
Yeah, I have to wonder. But like, because this movie is so kind of messy, it's really hard to like suss out an exact like, this is exactly why he's doing it, or this is exactly, like, you can theorize a bunch of things and throw that onto the movie. But
which is what I do with One Piece every episode of that podcast. And what everybody should be doing for every piece of art they ever watch is throwing interpretations onto it.
It's up to interpretation. It's up to whatever way you want to view it, and that's not wrong. I'm always like, death the author. Fuck what the original person came up with.
And most good authors out there are not like listing out word for word what everything means for a reason, because they don't want you to know. They want you to bring your own shit to it. That's how art works, really. Otherwise, why would you ever read or listen to art criticism if we all get the exact same interpretation? What would even be the point?
Although when I eventually release my magnum opus, I do think I'll release a reading guide to say, this is exactly what all of this means.
Yeah, this is
objective. If you thought it meant something else, you're wrong.
You should, because I don't want to misinterpret you. I need to understand how your mind is working at any given moment, Erich. Which is why we're about to go from worst to best, all 35 Spielberg movies. Let's try to go quick. Even if we spend 1 minute on each one, we're going to be here for fucking ever, Erich, so maybe I'll just read my letterboxed reviews for them.
No. But, 35 movies, it is not a short filmography, and I think it's incredible that he's made as many good movies as he has. Because I think my breaking point on this list comes about 10. So like, there's 10 movies I don't like and 25 that I do like. So,
well, what is your most hated film at number 35?
Number 35 is always I watched this movie only because of the blank check episode where they were going through his filmography, and there's almost nothing for me to recommend with this movie. It's Richard Dreyfuss, who's an older man, and he's like flying somebody around on a plane.
And then he's like a ghost, and it's a tragic ghost love story, dude. I was weeping.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've got always higher than...
much higher, much higher. The real worst Spielberg movie, unwatchable garbage, is called The Big Fucking Giant, or the BFG.
Yeah.
I wrote, I've never been more grateful to not be British. more like the farting airborne giant. He like eats beans and farts into the air like what 10 times in the movie.
But that's what the fucking source material is like. Like if you're adapting the book based on a children's story, then you're gonna have shit like that.
Oh my god! If it sucks, it sucks, Erich. I don't care. It sucks in the source material too. It's horrible. And then I wrote, I hate watching this movie.
I do think I've tried to watch that movie on 3 separate occasions, and I've gotten bored with it pretty often trying to watch it. So,
what's your 34?
34, 1941, the like crazy comedy, his first like proper flop, his first like this guy does not know what the fuck he's doing. Why is he doing this? Like there are good shots in the movie, and he's got some decent ideas for what sequences would look like at times, but overall it's just a comedy that's not specifically funny. None of the characters are really grabbing me at all. Like it is just a boondoggle from beginning to end to me.
Erich, I'm of the opinion that comedy is the hardest genre to make. Horror is the easiest, and drama, you know, all that action is somewhere in the middle. So I'll give a lot more props to attempted comedy that has some good stuff in it than a mediocre mid-tier drama film. So I've got 1941 a little bit higher. Okay. We'll get to that. I mean, it opens with the parody of Jaws. You know, he's parodying his own like world-changing movie very instantly, and then like a lot of horrible racism against Japanese people. He has a whole house fall down the side of a cliff. I liked that, you know, prop or whatever. So there was some good stuff in there that I didn't have it super low. I mean, there's odious picks here. I seriously hate BFG, and I don't hate 1941.
I'll get to BFG in a moment.
Okay.
When I get there on my list. But my number 33.
No, I haven't done 34 yet. No.
Yeah.
My 34 is Munich.
Oh wow, huh? Why did you watch Munich?
I don't know. I was just like over it.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Here's my review.
It's gonna be a while until I talk about Munich because.
Okay, here's a quote from the film. "Whatever you are doing, someone else is paying for it." I said, "Yeah, no shit, we are. Fuck Israel." Spooky to make a movie about how Jews are obsessed with revenge when you consider how many countries have historically done them wrong. 1 star.
I mean, is the entire Jewish project at this point just getting revenge on every other country in the world for having fucked them over at various points?
I don't know if laughter takes away the harsh reality of the statement.
No, I'm not saying it does. I'm just the entire idea is funny to me.
You couldn't even say it without giggling. You're saying word for word the facts of life. Anyway, what's your 33, Rich?
33 is Warhorse. Because this is
so close to matching.
Inexplicably, everyone in this movie wants to fuck that horse so fucking bad that they're all just like, "Oh, I remember that horse on the battlefield. I love that horse so much. I don't give a shit about that horse. I don't care about horses. If you're a horse girl, maybe you like this movie, but like, who cares? Who fucking cares?" Like
another female power fantasy from Spielberg.
Maybe I will. What if I get fuck a horse?
Yeah.
Maybe one day I will revisit that and see if there's anything good going on in it. But
there's no reason to watch Warhorse.
What a waste.
It's terrible. It's like a parody of himself.
One too, right?
But I don't. Well, we'll get to it very soon on my list.
Okay. All right.
What is this? 33. Erich, I hope you have this really low on yours. I hope you didn't get brainwashed, because this was it was racist, as racist as 1941, if not more so, and just fucking terrible. 33 is The Color Purple.
Yeah, I've got that in a couple
Isn't it fucking cringe dialogue and performances? Every man is a cartoon villain. Sometimes a child is being raped. Sometimes a guy falls through the roof and table like a Looney Tunes character. Terrible. Couldn't wait for it to end. The music is obnoxious and completely tasteless, giving the story. And everyone involved in the production is a bigger racist than me. That's my 1.5 star review.
I do think that, like, I'm a little bit more forgiving for the things that are adaptations, because to a certain extent he's just kind of like making what was in the page on screen. So it's not him directly being like, oh yeah, I should depict all of the men as like terrible fucking monster racist, or not monster racist, monster sexist,
doesn't that make me the better
rapist.
Spielberg fan if I like his original ideas and stories better?
Yeah, could be. I think you can make that
Like
that
when he's doing somebody else's idea, oh, it sucks? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Spielberg didn't come up with this? You're kidding. Okay, what's your 30? What are we on, 2?
32 is the BFG, the big fucking giant. This is a kids movie that I think kids would be bored by, and tries to summon up the whimsy of a Roald Dahl book, but it doesn't have as much anti-Semitism as Roald Dahl would have contained. So
or this podcast,
it's unfortunately not worth watching, I would say. There are moments of it that I like, and I think what's his name who plays the BFG is pretty good. The last couple of movies that Spielberg made in the 2010s, I think, had him in every movie, because he was in Bridge of Spies. Mark Rylance, that's his name. He was in Bridge of Spies. He was in the BFG, and he was in what's the other one? Oh, I can't remember it.
He was. Did you say Ready Player One?
Oh, Ready Player One. Yes, that's the other one. Yep. So I think Mark Rylance does a good job, but yeah, not for me.
My 32 pick is War Horse, and my review was Snore Horse. Must have been very boring. What's your 31?
My 31 is Hook. I know a lot of people love Hook. I know a lot of people grew up with Hook. I have no love for this movie. I think it's oftentimes quite ugly looking. There's just something about the production design of that time and the way stuff is shot that I just think is terribly ugly. So I just don't care for it. I've never cared for the Peter Pan story either. So like all of these, and actually I do love Robin Williams. So if Robin Williams is in something, that gives it some credit automatically. But like there's so many things that it's just like, this is just not made for me. This is just not something that I would get into. So yeah, Hook pretty low on my Spielberg list.
It's coming up pretty damn soon on mine, and you're right, Robin Williams is the key of getting it maybe the first one out of F tier and into D tier on mine, but
right.
King of the F tier at 31 is Always, as Erich already had on his list. I said should have been called Ghost Cuck. Okay, here's why it got 2 stars. Okay, John Goodman dipping his chicken wing into his beer. That's good.
Honestly, that is worth the whole star by itself right there.
It's
so
pretty horrific. And I said this wasn't clever or charming or romantic or worth watching. So that's a very generous 2 stars. Purple Colonel commented on my review. Should I read it? Our dear close personal friend Purple. He says it feels like Spielberg only got so hit or miss very recently, but I guess everyone just forgot about his mid-bad movies from before. Or they just didn't watch them, or, you know, he's got so fucking many movies.
It's so easy to just, like, drop a couple off of his filmography and never remember them ever again. And you would just remember the great stuff, so.
What's 30?
30 for me is The Terminal. The Tom Hanks stuck in an airport, for some reason can't get on a plane, having to like make deals with various TSA agents and shit like that.
It's low-key goated.
It's low-key goated, he says.
I've seen this movie like 4 times. It's low-key goated. I love Tom Hanks.
I watched it in a hotel room, and I just like there are good
even in a hotel room you didn't like it.
No, like
the Kingdom of Family Guy.
I feel like I watched it more out of obligation than anything. And
oh man,
it's Tom Hanks doing a crazy accent.
Yeah,
shit, isn't it?
Yeah,
I just don't give a shit.
I love Tom Hanks so much though. Maybe that's why. Like he's like, it's a comedy movie with Tom Hanks. He's playing a really big character, and he's making friends with Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, the Tooch.
Yeah, the Tooch is like a maniacal, horrible villain who just wants this man out of his airport so he could be the New York police's problem instead.
Is it based on a real story?
No, no. I'll say
then
this.
Why? Why?
I do have it higher than Lincoln.
fuck is the matter with you?
Lincoln's probably his fucking snore horse itself, but my number 30.
Lincoln is in my top 10.
We're coming up on it pretty soon on mine. 30 was Hook.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, yeah,
my review was just I saw the Peter Pan glow.
Yeah, I saw your review.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I barely remember the plot of Hook.
Mm-hmm. It's an older Peter Pan, I guess, who is depressed and grown out of being Peter Pan, having to go back to Neverland.
Okay.
And
what a great
fucking
pun.
like, you talk about the most like juvenile Steven Spielberg, like just the wonder and whimsy of and glory of childhood bullshit. That is, to me, the worst of it. Is like, oh yeah, what if Peter Pan, who got like so old and like out of his regular Peter Pan thing, got to go back to, who gives a shit? Fuck that. Fuck Peter Pan.
I've never understood the appeal of Peter Pan either, Rich. I'm with you on that.
God, it's so wild. So Peter Pan, there's a couple, like, definitely Peter Pan, definitely like Wizard of Oz, like a lot of these movies that it's just like, it is imprinted in a like DNA level way on so many artists I love. And when they talk about their love for the thing, I'm like, what the fuck were you seeing? Like, I just cannot connect to some of these things that people love so much. It's funny.
Yeah, I can't put it into words either. Maybe it'll be like Emily Blunt will one day come up to you and like explain in one paragraph how majestic it is. You'll be like, oh, I got to rewatch Peter Pan right now. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. Oh, Michael Jackson did nothing wrong. Yes.
I get it. I think it's because since I grew up in the 90s, like there were better things for kids at the time. And all of the creatives like that I love were growing up in the 60s or before then. And so, like, that was what they had at the time. They had Peter Pan. They had all of these pieces of bullshit. I'm just like, who cares?
I think my list is going to be pissing off Erich for a long time. What's your 29?
It very well. My 29 is The Post.
What?
So this is a movie about how amazing the power of journalism is, that we are going to find the sins of the evil Richard Nixon. And
do you hate Tom Hanks? He's playing a big asshole.
I'm pretty mad on Tom Hanks.
Oh, what?
But like because this movie is so like, let's enshrine the New York Post or whatever the fuck it is. Like, let's enshrine the like journalistic qualities of whatever. And honestly, over the past 15 years, I have seen the journalistic qualities that we've so upheld completely obliterated. And so, like, any like faith in this like plank of journalistic I don't know, excellence, I just don't give a shit about. And then I think it's embarrassing at the end of the movie when they're like, and then that led to Watergate, guys. Like, it is as if a really annoying boomer was in my ear being like, and you know what's gonna happen next? And you know what's gonna happen next? I'm like, I fucking know. I fucking know history. I know what's gonna happen next. Like, everything about the Watergate break-in at the end of that movie, I think, is low-key embarrassing to me.
Well, Erich, you know history. You don't know the future, okay? Think about it fourth dimensionally. It's the year like fucking 2100. People are going through the filmography of Spielberg. They come to this movie, and it's like a foreign language film. It's like something from an alien world where, wait, journalists?
Yeah, one time.
What is that? And they have the power to take down the president when he did something wrong? Like, what if Spielberg is saying, hey, I'm going to show, like, the last time in history that this actually worked and was relevant before the bad times came?
It didn't work. It did not work.
It got one man out of power, right?
He did. But, like, out of power does not mean anything. But he was not held to any kind of, like, criminal
He was
standard.
impeached by his vice president? Of course he would be.
But they immediately said, we're not going to try him for any of the crimes. We're just going to like shoo him out of office and then like say, okay, don't worry about that later on. Like, fucking, was it Johnson who pardoned him? Who fucking pardoned Nixon?
Whoever came after him.
Yeah. But like, whoever pardoned Nixon, that is one of the most destructive possible things you could do, is not actually hold the powerful people to account when they break the fucking like presidency in that way.
Yeah, so maybe this is the maybe he's telling the story of like like the straw that broke the camel's back and ruined democracy forever, right? Because now all presidents get to be kings ever since that moment, right? Like,
I mean, like,
you can impeach a president 6 times. It literally means nothing. Like, there's no consequence.
The President's Men is a much better movie.
Okay, I'll check that one out. But I like The Post. It's got Bob Odenkirk and David Cross in it, right?
Bob Odenkirk. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It employed them.
It's funny that that Spielberg hired those two and then did not know that they worked together for the longest time on the comedy thing. And somebody told him, like, they like are a famous duo, and he's like, oh, I just like the two of them separately. Like
I'm saying, he's out of touch with good comedy. He doesn't know about E.T. being appropriated by Filthy Frank.
I was listening to the Blank Check episode about Disclosure Day, and they said that Spielberg watches SNL be filmed like most weeks or something.
Oh, he's in the audience every week. That's his style of humor. Is what is SNL saying? That's where he gets his political takes from.
I can't fucking imagine that. If you are not like involved in the creation of SNL, why would you be there every fucking week watching that?
He's a big fan.
I think he's just amazed by the process of it. He's just amazed that like every week they're able to put together like those sketches or like, and it doesn't all fall apart. But I feel like I would get over that after the 3rd or 4th week of having watched it. But like, he literally moved back to New York City so he could watch SNL.
That's the dream, to have something you actually care about and you can just go enjoy it in person every week.
Yeah.
We should all be so lucky. Did you do, 29?
That was my 29, yeah.
My 29 is West Side Story.
Jesus Christ.
2 stars.
2 stars.
Insane how this makes Dancing with Women seem gay as hell. Now I remember.
I mean, maybe your problem is more with musicals than with.
My problem is with this exact story and entire premise. Mm-hmm. Now I remember why I walked out of the theater halfway through. It should be illegal to remake a movie that won Best Picture. Let's spend $100 million making a worse version of something that already exists. What a complete waste of resources. If this was an entire hour shorter, I'd give it an extra half star. So it's also too long.
Wow. I have very different thoughts on this one.
Is that also in the top 10?
No, not quite.
I just couldn't stand it. Yeah, it's just, there's zero appeal in any part of it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what's your 28?
My 28 is Amistad, a movie I don't really remember much about. I remember Anthony Hopkins, the lawyer for the black guy, I think, in this movie. It's like, what about a slave that kills his master on a ship or something?
We'll find out Anthony Hopkins long from now.
Yeah, so pretty unremarkable movie. I think it's like one of those early 2000s Spielbergs that's very easy to miss. And also he's like making fucking 5-star masterpieces around it. So it's so easy to just be like, yeah, all right, he made that one. Pretty much an unremarkable film. So.
Okay, well, hopefully my review of it jogs my memory, but I think I might have liked it quite a bit. But we'll get.
I was gonna say, if you liked it enough to not have it in the bottom 10, then I don't understand. But I also don't understand having Lincoln.
Did that have like Matthew McConaughey in it or something?
I don't know.
I think it had somebody in it that I really liked, but we'll see.
Your brain operates actor I like, therefore movie is great.
I'm more willing to like a Tom Hanks performance than, if somebody else is doing poorly with the same material. He's got it. Oh dear Lord. My 28 was Lincoln, 2.5 stars.
Wasn't that?
And my review says a moderator has removed this review.
Oh no!
What could I have said about Lincoln?
He shouldn't have freed the slaves. What would you have said?
I have no idea. It must have been bad. They also deleted my Artemis Fowl review, and that was also probably very nasty.
Wait, why did you watch Artemis Fowl?
Because I read all the books, C. Rich.
Oh, hell yes. I read the first 4 or
yes,
something. So.
I read all of them. Every single one that has been released.
That movie was a light one.
My opinion was enough to get it banned, and I guess the same for Lincoln. If you know what I said about Lincoln, let me know in the comments, but it was probably just fucking boring as fuck, to be honest.
All right. So wait, what are we on? 27?
27.
27 is Ready Player One. I don't hate this movie. I think a lot of people go really hard against it because of the source material, and I think he does a decent job of adapting the source material, which, to be fair, I've never read. But the source material is just like references upon references upon references, just being like, if you know that Voltron is cool and you know that fucking Mechagodzilla is cool, wouldn't it be cool if those two things fought? That's the entire fucking book. So it's an alright action movie, and I think anytime Spielberg is playing in that like entirely digital world, I find it super interesting to see how he like uses his camera, because his camera is always like moving insanely, even in real world. So you suddenly give him a digital like world camera, and I think it's super interesting what he does. I've been watching the Gundam scene when the Gundam fights Mechagodzilla in that movie, and it's pretty cool. So there you go.
Okay, my 27 is Erich's favorite film, The Terminal. One above Lincoln.
All right, 27.
Okay, we've got Zoe Saldana playing a Trekkie. Huh?
I mean, he got there early. Spielberg could see the future. He knew she was going to play Uhura at one point.
Evidently, I thought Stanley Tucci's character is too evil. His motivations are confusing paradox, and I know that's probably a metaphor for the USA after 9/11 or some shit, but fuck, is it annoying.
I thought you would dislike a movie where we tried to enforce strong borders.
I just liked Tom Hanks, and Stanley Tucci was torturing him too much. It hurt my feelings.
You think that
you can only humanize a foreigner by making him Tom Hanks, Erich. Otherwise, it's like, that's a pest. Out of my country.
Tom Hanks should have freedom of movement wherever he wants to go.
Him and Jake Gyllenhaal, Leo DiCaprio. Not Wyatt Russell. That dude's nasty. The love interest is a horrible freak. Basically, every bit of her dialogue makes me cringe. Terrible. My opinion of the film drops with every moment this romance tries to work. And it's insane that this movie is over 2 hours. There's no business this film being over 2 hours, but
that's the thing.
I've seen it 4 times, and I still think it's low-key goated. Go ahead, Erich.
Most of his movies are so long, and when you've got a thing like a comedy where it's this guy trying to live in an airport, why would you not make that short? Why would you not make that like 90 minutes?
Let's make that 100 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 100 minutes.
Tops.
Easily, yeah.
But I'd still recommend, it's the only one on the list I would recommend so far. The Terminal. What's your 26?
Okay. 26 is The Color Purple. I think we've covered this.
You thought it was racist as fuck?
It was a bit racist. I think Spielberg got a lot of heat back when he directed it. Because how dare a white man direct a movie about black?
Even back then, they cared about that shit.
But I think he does a fine job of adapting a novel I've never read, so it's all right.
You're gonna read the novel and report back to us?
Yeah, and then I'll tell you that Spielberg is actually a racist.
Okay. Yeah, he added all of that dialogue himself, and they were speaking fluently. My 26 is The Lost World.
Okay.
All right. Did I write anything about that?
Not that far away from where I've got it, but I love that movie because I watched it a ton growing up. So
I gave it 2.5 stars. Said it's more like a live-action cartoon than a film. That's probably fair.
Yeah.
At some point, I just stopped caring about anything happening.
But there's a scene where a T-Rex is in a backyard of someone, and he starts drinking from the pool like it's a big bowl.
True.
And then he eats a dog out, and then the doghouse is dangling from the T-Rex's jaws.
And that's the problem. That should have been like the whole movie and not 5 minutes at the end.
And then they're in a video store, and the T-Rex comes in and chomps a bunch of people up in the video store, and then a bunch of Japanese people run away from the T-Rex and point back at the T-Rex because they think he's like Godzilla.
Did they start taking pictures with their camera? That'd be good.
The movie is so fun.
But only fun in one specific, like, the final act. But I feel like there's too much build up with it.
One of my favorite ever Spielberg sequences is when the camper or whatever goes off the side of the cliff and they fall onto the glass, and the glass is slowly breaking around them as the T-Rexes are like fighting over the fucking camper van thing. That's an amazing sequence. And even just for imagery's sake, I love that like the velociraptors are in that like long grass and they just start like getting people in the long grass. I just love dinosaurs, guys. I think my love of dinosaurs overcomes a lot of bullshit. Yeah.
Well, I'm expecting a lot of dinosaurs in the top of your list, but what is 25?
25 is the movie we just reviewed, Disclosure Day. I think it's amazing that I've put this before you, so I guess you've liked Disclosure Day more than other Spielberg movies than I.
Yeah, it's coming at like 19.
Oh wow, okay. So yeah, I did enjoy this movie. I think I maybe enjoy it more because I've seen the other 34 movies that he's seen. I think that people who have only seen Spielberg's kind of like biggest movies maybe won't be as impressed by this, and are not as interested in him as a creative person. But yeah, seeing it in that lens, it's very hard for me to not like this movie quite a lot. So I like Disclosure Day.
Yeah, I think I just dislike a lot of his movies a lot, and Disclosure Day had enough good, fun ideas despite its flaws. My 25, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay.
I'm surprised we haven't heard you give Indy 4 yet.
Not rather shockingly, that will not be the first.
You hate Temple of Doom even more. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. I said elderly Indiana Jones outrunning 20 machine guns in the opening scene proves that this shouldn't have been made. You're all out of creative juice 10 minutes in. Fuck off. Okay, so I was very angry.
He survived the nuclear bomb.
That was 10 minutes in. That was the last creative juice he had.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's a really good scene where a native is trying to blow dart them, and Indiana Jones like comes up and blows the dart back into his fucking mouth.
Yeah. Why would both sides be tipped?
I don't fucking know. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Some things do not need to make sense. It's just a good bit, so you go along with it.
I think which India movie was it? The third one where there's like he's like tap dancing in a library. That also I thought was fucking stupid.
That's the third one, yeah.
Yeah, I gave that a super low ranking, I think.
Wait, what do you mean he's tap dancing in a library?
Yeah, he has to like time the sound of books dropping to make noise in a library, and the librarian's being a bitch about it. It sucked.
He was taking a big like I don't know, one of those like things that make you go around in a line. I don't know what they're called, and he was destroying bits of the library. No. Like when you're standing in a line and there's those like poles that are in the line,
like a queue,
make it so that a queue kind of thing. Like he was using one of those to destroy the floor of the library. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just over it. It's like she can't hear what that loud noise is. She thinks it's a book dropping on the fucking floor. Like, come on.
Look,
now.
It's funny. Fuck you. All right.
24.
24. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So I mostly love this movie. However, there is nothing worse than having an annoying blonde woman in your fucking ear the entire movie, and he loves that woman so much, and she is in so much of the movie, and it's so fucking annoying. He was either cheating on his wife to be with Kate Capshaw at the time, or he developed a love for her on that movie. So obviously no sane person would include that person in their movie the entire time. However,
you're saying his art was made worse because of his in real life affection for the bad actress.
Yeah, very much so. So there's a great opening musical number where she does a good job singing, but after that, I hate Willie so goddamn much, and her just screaming throughout most of the movie is enough to put it at the bottom.
But isn't the balance of the screaming, hilarious Asian stereotype enough to make up for it?
A lot of that stuff, I think it is offensive, but it's also fun.
It's awesome.
And like, I'm sure, but also like within the movie, there's even a reason for that to happen, is because they're trying to like tell these Westerners to fuck off. So they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, chilled monkey brains. Do you love the chilled monkey brains?" Like,
Well, and Short Round, just his whole existence is awesome as well.
I do love Short Round.
Yeah, doesn't he make up for this bitch?
A little bit, not enough.
Okay, we'll see what I thought of it when we get there. It might be way higher.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ready Player One is my 24, 3 stars. Okay. Optimistic to assume people will want to walk on a treadmill to use the internet. True.
Yeah, true.
The real future
Honestly,
is. Go ahead.
The amazing thing that should have happened in Ready Player One is you have this huge battle, and then like 5 minutes into the battle, half the participants are just like out of breath and like standing still on the battlefield.
Yeah, there's no way they were all running on that thing. Whatever. The real future is obese loners talking to Chat GPT like it's their girlfriend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you like the whatchamacallit section of that movie? The Shining part of that movie where the characters are running through the Shining.
It didn't have the balls to show the naked old lady's body, so no, fuck it.
Did not.
It sucked. Okay, what's 23? We're not even halfway, are we?
No, we're not quite. We've only done 10. Do we want to like blitz through the middle?
Yeah, we'll speed it up. I mean, most of my reviews are short. I'll read them.
Yeah. Okay, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is my number 23. I like it slightly more than Temple of Doom. Yeah, back to back. I think that Harrison Ford's so good. It's amazing that when in 2008 I was like, oh god, Harrison Ford's so goddamn old. How can he still be playing Indiana Jones? And then like 15 years later, I was like, oh god, it's so much worse.
Should I even bother watching the 5th one?
No.
Dial of Destiny is worthless.
Do not. It is worse than those two.
That sucks.
Just all right Indiana Jones.
Is that
movies.
James Mangold ruining movies, or who was that?
Yeah, that would be Mangold.
Okay.
Fucking things up. But like, here's the deal: these two movies have Spielberg juice to them, so I love them because he's the one directing them. Dial of Destiny does not have Steven Spielberg directing them, so a lot of the action scenes are just boring, and I'm just like, this guy does not like know how to film an Indiana Jones movie. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
My 23, also with 3 stars, is the Sugar Land Express.
Oh, that's my 22. Hell yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, his first movie other than Duel, which is much higher on the list. And okay, high praise. They said the Coen brothers saw this in their teens and spent the rest of their lives remaking it. Mm-hmm. So if you want to see a Coen brothers style Steven Spielberg movie, watch the Sugar Land Express.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a good fun movie. Like, I feel like he definitely gets into a more sci-fi angle bag after this, but he makes chase movies. He makes them pretty well. You kind of like the characters, even though they're slightly
like wacky criminal characters. Yeah. Okay, what's your 22?
Well, what's your 22?
I just did Sugarland Express, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
Did you do 23 on yours? That was another Indiana Jones?
Wait, no. My 23 was Crystal Skull. My 22 was Sugarland Express, so...
Oh, I guess we're just doing it back to back, because it's my 23 and your 22. Okay, so, my 22 then would be Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay, alright.
Another snooze fest. 3 stars at least.
Oh, really? You don't like a loner deciding to divorce himself from his family and go off chasing
there must have not been anything to it to grip me. And maybe it was just a little too... I mean, maybe if I watched it again, I might be having a different experience, but it felt kind of shallow to me in terms of storytelling. And my only review was, this Spielberg guy loves putting Looney Tunes in his movies, and I did mean literally, because so far every movie he'd made had a shot of a TV playing Looney Tunes cartoons on it. But, he does not do that for every film, unfortunately. He should have kept that going. Okay, what's your 21 then?
21 is Duel, a movie I think is amazing. I just don't have the kind of childhood love for it that I grew up watching it like the next movie on my list. But like, it's just a rock solid thriller car chase movie that is pretty like... it's probably a little bit outrageous, but it's pretty grounded. It's pretty like just a big truck chasing a guy in a car, and
some might say it's more scary and realistic than Jaws.
Yeah.
On this very podcast, they might have even said that.
But like, yeah, just from the beginning, you can see how much control this guy has over his camera. You can see that he understands how to photograph objects, and just the relational space of a big ass truck. Like, the truck just is very threatening. Like, if you've ever been driving and there's a giant fucking truck that will not let you be at peace, like, you will understand why this movie is so fucking scary. So
there's no safe place you can go because the guy has the same transportation as you. He can just stop and get out and follow you into a restaurant or whatever the hell, and you don't know who it is. It could be anybody.
Yep.
My 21 is 1941. 3 stars.
Wow, I'm shocked, honestly, that you have this so far up your list.
I mean, it was a collaboration, I believe, of Zemeckis, Bob Gale, and Spielberg, right? I mean, that's the team that did Back to the Future.
Yeah.
They're coming together to be funny.
This has almost nothing to do with Back to the Future.
Spielberg?
No, this movie has almost nothing to do with Back to the Future.
No, it didn't
have having the same people behind it, but like.
Well, sure, but I'm a fan of their work and their comedic chops, and it's not like it's entirely different all the time here. But I mean, here's my example in my review. Zemeckis, Gale, and Spielberg sure do love collabing on comedy movies about rape. How about that?
Yeah, I guess.
Biff delightfully trying to rape Marty's mom is like a cultural touchstone for everybody. He made rape fucking funny and normalized in a way that like we don't shudder in disgust at Biff. And this movie attempts to do the same thing, probably not to as good of an extent. I said lots of good bits in here, but who decided to make a comedy movie 2.5 hours long? That's right, old me. You're fucking right. Why is it so fucking long?
Insane. That's so insane. Why would you put this so far up your list? What the fuck?
I liked it. It was less boring than Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Objectively true.
1941. Your review of it is the Marty telling the rape joke and then being like, guess you guys aren't ready for that one, but your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, give it 6 years. Okay, we're in top 20 territory now, Erich. What's your 20?
All right, my number 20 is The Lost World Jurassic Park. I think I already made my argument for parts of it that are better.
That's fair.
Than expected with the last hour, I'd say, when the T-Rex is just tracking all around where is San Diego, I guess. But yeah, I just really like Goldblum in the movie. He's definitely a bit more he's not as fun as he is in Jurassic Park, but I think it makes sense that if you were going into a situation where the terrible dinosaur theme park that you almost died at suddenly was coming back together and you were like trying to stop that, you wouldn't have as much fun because you had survived already. So I think it makes a bit of sense. There's a great shot at the beginning of the movie where a girl who has just been eaten by the tiny Compsognathus or whatever. She's just been eaten by these tiny dinosaurs and she's like screaming, and then it cuts to him like yawning on a fucking subway platform. It's such a good match cut. I fucking love that shit. It is Spielberg being like very mean and violent and cruel. There's a great character, Eddie, who's just a really nice guy who gets fucking absolutely eaten by a T-Rex. Like, Jurassic Park is very much like the majesty of these creatures versus what they could do to you if you got close to them. And then Lost World is the like meaner version of that, where it's like, this is so stupid that you're doing this again. Because everyone involved in this is even involved, they all deserve to die. And so I do like that dark nart like.
Well, I wonder if maybe thematically even that's why the script itself is stupider, because the entire premise of doing it again is stupid, and maybe that's a direct consequence. Because I feel like the screenplay and the dialogue in Jurassic Park is so like S tier level that it almost like carries the whole movie for me. And that's what was missing out in the sequel, was like, oh, it's not as smartly written. Is it also based on Michael Crichton?
It is, yeah. Michael Crichton either was made to write a sequel to Jurassic Park so they could make a second one, or he already had ideas that they used for it, but yeah.
Was this his attempt at doing Matrix 4 and saying, like, they were going to do it whether I wanted it to happen or not, so I'm just going to make it what it is? It's going to be meta?
If you listen to the Purple Cornell channel, we talk about a similar thing that happened with the Hannibal series, where they were going to make a Hannibal prequel, and they told Thomas Harris, we're going to make this fucking thing. You get the chance to write it first. Otherwise, we're just going to do it without you. And it's like, it's a shitty situation.
Capitalism ruining art again and again and again, and coping creators trying to be meta about it and giving us dog shit. Okay, my number 20 is The Post. Hey, 3 stars. Saul Goodman and Meth Damon appear in the film.
Wait, Matt Damon's in it. Oh wait,
Meth Damon.
Okay. I see.
Jesse Plemons, of course.
Who's Plemons play?
I don't remember, but I guess he's in it. I guess he was in it. I said, I'm proud of Spielberg for acknowledging the corruption and evil of the bankers and not just pinning everything on Nixon. You know, maybe he did get woke at some point.
The banker part that they were gonna like withdraw funding from the newspaper if they
probably. I don't remember. I put it in quotes, so I guess they were talking shit about bankers at some point.
I feel like I was turned against that movie mostly from the end of it. I just felt so pissed off at the end.
That's how I felt about Disclosure Day. The ending ruined the whole fucking thing. It sucked. No, we didn't even get to it. It was cowardly. It's my next movie. Number 19 is my Disclosure Day. Fuck you, it's my turn. Cowardly ending. Coward. To look at the camera. Okay, I'm about to translate what the elderly alien just told me. Listen, smash cut to credits. You're too cowardly to put a message. The message is I have nothing to say. No, fucking, it's your last movie. You're gonna drop dead any year now? This is what you want to disclose to all of the world and your biggest hit in a decade here? Give us the speech that's gonna save us all, Spielberg. You said fucking nothing. You want us to come up with the speech? Fuck you.
I don't know whether it's meant to be that it's listen in a good way, as in like everyone is now listening so we can come together and all understand the same thing, or whether it's listen as in I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be, so you better listen up. There's a darker interpretation for what that last scene could mean, because I think if like the aliens are just a means of the government to control, or are just a means for the government to let out a little bit of information that is already people have already figured it out for the most part, like that is just another means to control people. So I'm not entirely sure how, like, I don't want them to say more because I don't want them to like spoil what the movie's trying to say, kind of. I would rather theorize about this shit than I would have them lay out exactly what I'm supposed to think about it.
I think in a lot of movies it's fine to have an open to interpretation, Inception style ending, but if you're making your political preachy movie about the modern times, don't end it with, I don't actually have any answers or solutions or anything to say specifically. You go figure it out. Like, yeah, fuck you, dude. Like, it's your last chance to say something and you chose not to.
It's not his last chance.
That's
He's gonna make 2 or 3 other movies, I bet.
Okay, what is your number 19 since I stole it for Disclosure Day?
My number 19 is Munich, the movie that you had so low on your list.
Second worst.
There's a shot in this movie where it's a reflection in a mirror, and he goes to the reflection in the mirror, and then he tilts it so that he's looking behind him. Then you're seeing what the character is like. You're seeing the character, then the camera like goes up, and like it is just an insane camera movement that in that moment I'm like, this is some of the best like camera work, some of the best directing. Like they are doing insane shit in that movie. You have to watch it again because like there's crazy shit going on there. But I think it's a really good movie. It's about Jews getting revenge, but then realizing at the end revenge is not going to
too scary. Too scary. That's a real horror movie.
Just that idea.
The fact that this film is being like held up and revered and loved, like, oh my god, it'd be like if if like Saw came out and everybody's like, yes, wonderful what he did. That's what a great. Like, oh my God, this is the society I live in. They're worshiping Saw. Oh God.
But like, I think there's a much worse version of that movie that is very like rah rah Israel, rah rah we're getting our revenge, rah rah fuck everybody who tries to kill us or whatever.
You're saying that's not this movie?
The movie is not that. It is not that. It is very much like you can commit your life to getting revenge on people. You can commit your life to violence. You can commit your life to doing the worst thing to get the perfect amount of justice, quote unquote, more like vengeance. But it will not help you in any way, and it'll probably only make things worse. So
violence begets violence. Saw it on a bookmark. That's right. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, folks.
I could rewatch that movie. I love that movie.
5 stars. Actually, every Martin McDonagh movie is 5 stars. I've realized. I just watched.
You just watched In Bruges. Did you watch
In Bruges and Psychopaths? I watched them back to back on the same day. Both fucking 5 stars, pretty much. I mean, as close.
Yeah.
Maybe I was slightly lower, but.
Have you seen In Bruges before?
No. And his first movie ended up being the last one I watched.
Wow.
Supreme Kino. I can't. He's got a new movie coming out this year.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Several trailers for it. Looks pretty good.
Let's double speed up now that we're almost 2 hours in, Erich. My number, what is this? 18 is Temple of Doom.
Okay. All right.
And
my 18. Oh.
I guess I didn't have anything to say about it, but you said enough earlier. So what's your?
Yeah, sure.
Are we on your 18 again?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Or wait, my last one was 19. So.
Okay, we might have traded
18.
spots then.
What was your 19? Just to
disclosure
confirm.
Day.
Okay. All right. My 18 is Bridge of Spies. I've shown this movie in classes several times, and it has grown in my estimation because of that. I think Tom Hanks is just so fucking good as this insurance agent guy who's been brought in to like deal with the Russians and like deal with the Berlin kind of trade-off between these people.
Did it keep the Zoomers' attention?
Yeah. It is one of the most finely made dad movies within that genre. So I love Bridge of Spies.
Tom Hanks, Rich, you need to get on board. Spielberg knows a good actor when he sees one. Okay. My 17, The Last Crusade of Indiana Jones. Okay. I said, is Spielberg magic?
Come on.
Is Spielberg magic really just including cartoon logic that he often inappropriately adds to films? The Einstein-looking librarian stamping books as Indy breaks the floor thinks that his stamp is the source of the loud noise happening from across the hall? What the fuck is this children's cartoon joke doing in here? He was just doing he was doing the same kind of shit in The Color Purple. What the fuck, Steven?
It's funny. It's funny.
It's completely illogical and breaks the world of the movie. He thinks his stamp in front of him is the source of the noise of Indy breaking the floor across the hall.
I'm sorry, you can't.
It's not how sound works.
I'm sorry, you can't understand comedy.
I like that evil Indiana Jones is the Shanks to young Indy. Oda obviously stealing the hat bit from this, but it is what it is. Yeah. I loved it when Indy got Hitler's autograph. Okay, yes, that was great.
You think he kept that? You think he was like, all right, this is going to be a collectible?
He ripped that shit up. And no, I guess it belongs in a museum. You're probably right.
It does belong in a museum.
I said, I love that Indy's dad is less competent than Short Round.
Indy's dad is less competent than Short Round.
As like an adventure sidekick, he was a little more bumbling, and Short Round actually got shit done pretty well.
But like, you have to value the comedy hijinks. You have to.
I said I love it. That's a good thing.
Okay, good,
it's a 7-star film.
Okay, good, because like I don't see it as a flaw of the movie.
No, it's hilarious that his dad sucks compared to a little Asian kid. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your 17?
My 17 is Saving Private Ryan. I think I've seen this movie twice, and it's a very good war movie. But I don't really value war movies that highly, so it's just, I can just tell that it's very well made, and it's really good. The opening sequence is great. Like, what are you gonna say?
Okay, my 16 is Duel.
Okay.
Which,
nice.
honestly, I thought I had Duel above Jaws, but they're side by side, so this was actually shocking even to me. And I said, I guess I said it has great execution, but it is a bit repetitive. That is probably fair.
Sure. All right, my 16 is The Adventures of Tintin, which I think is a better Indiana Jones movie than the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Temple of Doom. So it's like right in the middle. I think Steven Spielberg does an amazing job of making an animated movie. The designs, once you kind of get over the initial kind of like, why the fuck do they look semi-realistic, but they're also kind of cartoony? Once you get over that, the movie is just such a rollicking adventure. Like, it is exactly a perfect Tintin kind of trailblazing adventure story. And like, I could watch that movie tons of times and have no problem with it. So, love that movie.
I'm excited to get to Tintin on my list. My 15 is Jaws at 4 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if anything, they show the shark too much. And
well,
I guess it kind of takes away the mystique in the long shots where you can tell it's fake as fuck. So maybe they did show it too much. And I said, poor Quint didn't have to go down that way. That's probably my favorite character.
Man. Rip to a real one.
Okay, did you do your 15?
My number 15 is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I don't really connect to this movie as much, but I think it says a lot about Spielberg.
It was hard to connect to.
It says a lot about his. Well, I was going to say, the movie is about someone who can't get a connection to his family, really, so he goes off and he decides to chase over aliens. I feel like Spielberg really connects to that as a character, and I think it's an interesting. That's so early in his career, he had such dark kind of inclinations. Like, even though the movie ends with him going up with the aliens, it's still like he's just abandoned his family, and we don't know what the aliens seem nice, but who knows what the fuck they're gonna do to him. So
they play some good music for him. Da, 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 da. Okay, what number is next? 14?
14.
My 14 is Amistad. It's better than Jaws, 4 stars.
What? That is insane to me. How is this above so many of the other movies on your list?
Because
this is above The Last Crusade.
It's an amazingly acted film starring Morgan Freeman and Matthew McConaughey. And I was right, it is Matthew McConaughey, because my review was just True Detective is in this.
Did you just use your Letterboxd rankings to like make this list, or did you like?
It was ongoing as I watched the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is insane to me that you'd have Amistad.
I was far more entertained by this than by Jaws. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that.
Wow.
I think it had a better story, and I thought Matthew McConaughey's character was really good. I would stand by it. I think if you watch the films back to back, anybody out there might be like, "Damn, that Amistad's pretty entertaining."
You're about to have your fucking world rocked when we get to the rest of
that Jaws movie has a lot of boring parts in it.
All right, my number 13 is West Side Story. I think a musical. He does some really interesting things with the music. The compositions of the dancing numbers are incredible. There's a scene where the sharks and the jets are lining up next to each other, and there's shadows crisscrossing along the alleyway. Like, it's just an amazing looking movie. Nobody shoots movies like Steven Spielberg, and then you give him a musical, and suddenly the fucking camera is moving all over the place during these huge musical numbers, and it's insanely cool to look at. I don't understand people who did not leave this movie just being like,
he made it seem gay as fuck.
A fucking master.
It was so gay.
It's a musical, man.
Yeah, it was fucking gay. Like, it made me not want to touch women because it looked so gay to do.
It's a musical.
Maybe that's Rachel Zegler's fault.
Wow, she's stunning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. What number are we on? 13?
13.
13 I gave to War of the Worlds.
Okay, all right.
And maybe I'm a big Tom Cruise head, and that's why both Tom Cruise sci-fi movies are in the top 13, but I'm down for a Tom Cruise action sci-fi film.
I moved this one down my list a couple times. I had it much higher, and then as I thought about it a bit more, I just kept like slotting it a bit further down. So I'll talk about it soon, though.
I forgot to load up my review of it, and Letterboxd is being a baby today. So let's move on while I'll see if it ever loads up. What's
Okay.
your next
my number
one?
12 is Catch Me If You Can, an amazing Leo Tom Hanks movie. I actually think I've only seen this twice, but I could probably watch it 50 times and be very entertained. It's just pure entertainment. It's pure just movie star magic of these two characters chasing each other around, trying to get Leo, who is always one step ahead, always finding a way to get around Tom Hanks.
You even got over your
really
hatred of
again.
Tom Hanks to enjoy the film.
Yeah. I think Leo does a lot of carrying there. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Tom Hanks is great. So yeah, I really like Catch Me If You Can quite a lot.
And my review of War of the Worlds was the first half of the movie is the best disaster movie I've probably ever seen. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing it fell apart in the second half a bit, especially when it had like the little robot spider thing crawling around to look for him. I didn't feel the tension that he wanted me to, I don't think, but just like being in your house and like the world falling apart and like his journey with his family, that was all very gripping and well done. So that's why I like that one. You just did your number 12?
Yep.
My 12 is Bridge of Spies. I can't believe yours was so low. I thought you were a Bridge of Spies diehard like me.
I really love Bridge of Spies. I just love these other movies more.
My quote is the great Mark Rylance quote that I think Tom Hanks then uses it later in the movie. Just three words, would it help?
Oh, yeah.
It's a very thoughtful movie. And yeah, the greatest dad movie maybe ever, but I'd say watch it even if you're not a father. Watch it with your dad if you have the opportunity, I guess is the point, right?
Yeah.
Like your dad would enjoy it with you. Okay, what's your 11?
My number 11 is Empire of the Sun. This is a somewhat forgotten Spielberg classic, but it is amazing. It's got one of the best Christian Bale performances ever.
And he's like 8 years old in it.
He's like 8 years old. He's fucking acting people off the screen.
Yeah, he's good.
As a little kid. It's fucking insane. Just like, it is such a great just encapsulation of that time. It's a great like period piece. And it's just like, once your world falls apart and you have nothing left, how do you keep going on? And how do you make a world for yourself and make a life for yourself? Like, I think it is every bit as good as his other like children-led movies. It's just that it's much more harrowing than a lot of those, so it's a little bit harder to get on board with. But like, it's a classic movie. I think the score is amazing too.
I will have a lot to say.
You must have this higher.
Way higher, Erich. I love that movie.
Damn. Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, my number 11 with 4 stars is The Adventures of Tintin. And stop me if you've heard this before. My review states, I just love that Tan and Snowy. Tan is so fun.
Snowy.
There's 2 French brothers who were police or something and the old sea captain. I just love that Tan. He has mysteries in the Russia, China, the moon, the little treasure. I always hope he finds enough treasure so he can retire because it's such a dangerous career being a boy reporter.
An amazing Flophouse bit. The old Southern woman remembering how much she loves The Adventures of Tintin.
And I feel the same way she does. It's almost top 10. What's number 10 for you?
Number 10, War of the Worlds. I think there are better movies that encapsulate like what it felt like after 9/11, but like it is Spielberg at one of his most like, how do you even come back from this? Like, your entire world has been ruptured and overthrown, and you're just trying to survive with your family. I think Tom Cruise is a uniquely good leading man, and I think that Spielberg is able to get the kind of manic energy out of him that really works. There's a great scene where he's trying to like have the kids make sandwiches, and neither of the kids want to make sandwiches, and he throws a like slice of peanut butter bread across the fucking kitchen onto a window, and it's just sitting in the shot, sticking on the window next to Tom Cruise as he's fucking like going through it and just going like, you know what? Maybe we won't have sandwiches or whatever. Like, it is so fucking good. Tom Cruise is amazing. I think the movie kind of loses a bit of steam as it goes along, but just like the destruction, the amazing like effects of the tripods going around, like it's such a good fucking early 2000s sci-fi movie. So yeah, War of the Worlds is great.
I also have Tom Cruise at number 10 with Minority Report.
Yeah, yep.
Let's see. Spielberg makes a movie about a government false flag operation in service of maintaining a surveillance state, literally a year after 9/11.
Wow, who could have possibly...
Well, what's he trying to say with that
Put this
false flag
together.
operation?
Not sure.
It's like he knows all these things and he's putting them in his movies. What's number 9? We have not matched up movie for movie one time, have we?
I don't think so, and I don't think we will at this point because
Well, there's a lot of movies we both have not said yet.
Yeah, true.
I mean, number 9 it might be.
My number 9 is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Look, I grew up watching this movie. Like, all of the comedy stuff just like absolutely works for me. I love Sean Connery in the role as his father. I love Indiana Jones just like figuring the shit out. The father-son stuff just gets me really, really good. Yeah, so I just love that movie to bits.
Speaking of good father-son stuff, my number 9 is The Fabelmans.
Fabelmans? Okay.
9 out of 10 movie. Everything from here on out is 9 out of 10. Highly recommended. I mean, I highly recommend Duel, of course.
Honestly, the first 15 of his movies are easily 9 out of 10s for me.
So I made a reflection on, this is a movie Spielberg's making about himself as a child, and thinking of what traumas from your childhood are you still going to be holding on to, like in your fucking 70s and 80s, that you need to put in your movie. Like sometimes some things seem pathetic to me. So I wrote, even atheists celebrate Christmas and hang up decorative lights. American Jews fetishize making their children feel left out and othered. 70 years later, and Spielberg is still traumatized. Maybe Bagelmans would be better off in their own country after all. And I said, if my mother was mentally ill, I would have killed myself by age 10. That's what I got from this movie.
Did you just give it a 9 out of 10 because there was a monkey in it?
That helped, yeah. That's also why I liked Logan Paul's airplane mode, because it had a racist monkey.
Right. Nice.
Okay, what's number 8?
Yeah, I'll talk about Fabelmans when we get to it on my list. Okay, so number 8 is Lincoln. Look. I'm a huge fan of history. I think this movie does a great job of selling you on the time period. There's tons of characters in this movie.
Jeremy Strong was in it.
It's very easy to just watch this movie and let it wash over you and not like go into the intricacies of it. But I showed this movie in classes and I watched each like 30-minute chunk of it 4 or 5 times throughout a day. And as you break that movie down into its constituent parts, it's amazing the things he's doing with the pacing, the timing, like the acting, the characters, everything about it is so easy to just like understand implicitly. But then as soon as you break it down into the constituent parts, it works like a fucking like clockwork like machine. I don't understand how he gets as much as he does in it, but it's just such a beautiful movie about compromise not being an easy thing to figure out. And you have to make a lot of sacrifices along the way, even to get to that compromised state. And so just like there's tons of backroom dealing, there's tons of like bullshit that's being done in order to sell this idea of like getting rid of slavery throughout that time period. So just all of that stuff. There are actors in this movie that are giving 3-minute performances that are some of the best I've seen on screen. James Spader is one of those like backroom dealing guys, and he has like 3 minutes of screen time, but he's so fucking good in every scene he's in. It is just a murderer's row of actors. So much talent on screen. What's his name? Daniel Day-Lewis as Lincoln. Like, I love that in the Lincoln movie, he like starts doing his like speech about how great and grandiloquent everything could be. And one of the guys is just like, "Are you fucking kidding me with this shit again?" like people have seen him make the same speech bullshit several times. They're just like, "I'm done with this. I'm leaving." It's so fucking good to me.
I might have fallen asleep by that part.
It's so fucking good.
I'll watch it again one day. It was just too boring for me.
I said Bridge of Spies is the ultimate dad movie. Lincoln is the ultimate dad.
No way, I'd watch
It is
Bridges.
like-
I did watch Bridge of Spies with my dad. He took me to the theater to see it. Lincoln, neither one of us wanted to see that shit. Fucking long and boring.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thinking about history dads. I'm thinking about,
you're thinking
like,
of like
the guys that
educated,
get
smart
into the
dads and not
dusty-
my dad.
Yeah,
Me and my dad went and saw
Dusty
every
old books dad.
every silly sci-fi movie that came out. We had to be there, and yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess any
All
Tom
right.
Hanks movie. The real number 8 is a Tom Hanks movie. Also, my favorite actor of all time, Leo DiCaprio, is in it.
Yep, yep.
I pointed out in my review that Tom Hanks meets Leo face to face and doesn't realize he's a child until he finds out that Leo likes comic books, which is an actual thing that happened in the movie.
I mean, nowadays that would not be a giveaway at all, would it? Like, anyone can like comic books, so
Yeah, I think that
it
was
would
his
not have been a
boomer.
clue.
Oh yeah, I guess it takes place way in the past too, but in a sense, you could also interpret this as, and this was made in 2002, as maybe some Epstein cinema, because it's about like a con man who then is, instead of facing consequences, is recruited by the government at the end of the movie, and like his whole life of crime paid off and is endorsed by the feds. Maybe Spielberg did know in 2002. He's probably on the plane plenty by that point. Who could say? So, you know, there's lots of ways to interpret lots of his movies, and even if you don't, this one's just entertaining and funny. We have what's her name, Amy Adams, with like really crazy, freakish braces in her mouth, smiling as a nurse.
That's right. I forgot she's in that movie.
Yeah, she's really funny in the movie, and he's like doing a weird grooming thing to her and then abandoning her before the wedding. It's very funny. He pretends to be a doctor for a bit. Just a great con man from Leo. What's your number 7?
My number 7 is E.T. the Extraterrestrial, another movie from my childhood that I think holds up like every bit as good as it should. Like, it is the story of this alien, an ALMO. You decide. I think E.T. is probably like touched in the head. Like, he's not like all there.
He gets drunk on
He's
beer,
not minded
dude.
the
Who
child.
knows how long it lasts in his species? He might have been drunk the whole rest of the movie.
Could be. I mean, like, I just think he's stupid. And I think the idea of just a stupid alien landing on Earth and not understanding how to, like, do basic stuff is such a brilliant idea. E.T. is so ugly, and yet he's so cute. We really had a mastery for, like, insane alien designs like Yoda or, like, E.T., where it's just, like, these things that are so inherently scary or weird looking, and yet are just so cute and so, like,
You just make him small.
they're just your friends. Like, these are my friends, like these little guys. And like, E.T. gets really sick at one point because Elliot is sick, and he's passed out in this ravine, and he's all gray and stuff. And that is like one of the scariest images I have ever seen in my
He's like
life.
face down in the
It looks
water.
like he's about to die. Yeah, he is face down. Like, the only thing that could be worse is if somebody came and curb stomped him, like fucking like dashed his alien brains into the fucking drain. It's like so scary. But yeah, I think I saw that movie in a theater probably 15 years ago at this point. But like, what a great fucking movie, man. It's probably higher for you. So
Yeah,
I
we'll
think that
get
just
to
speaks
it.
of how good it is. Yeah.
Is this my number 7? I think.
Yeah.
I have Saving Private Ryan.
Okay. Saving Ryan's Privates.
Let's hear Erich's take on my take here. I said, so many brave white men brutally massacred. World War III should be all women and minorities on the front lines. It's their turn to die for the Jews. You agree with all that so far?
I mean, I think the Jews were the ones dying in World War II, right?
Yeah, I mean, the opening scene of this movie is hundreds of white men dying for the Jews. And I'm saying in the next World War, it's somebody else's fucking turn. We had our turn.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? All women on D-Day too, when we're saving Jews again. It's only women. Only women and
Do you
minorities.
think the women would just be really bad at fighting, and it would just be like an awful...
Well, hopefully the other team agrees
combat?
and it's all women shooting each other. And it's all equal and fair. The IDF
would be
recruits
run over
women?
crazy.
I bet Charlie Kirk was shot by a fucking woman. Of course they could shoot guns just fine. Healy Klein! Sue me, bitch, your wife's a baby killer. Healy Klein! She sniped 10 babies in the head. My name's Everich McCoy.
Come after me, Ethan. Come after me.
Healy Klein sniped her own children in the head. How about that? I brought your kids into it. Now he's really pissed.
Children.
Yeah, your own children were sniped in the head by your wife, you fat bitch. Lose some weight, retard. Anyway, did they kill off Vin Diesel early because he can barely speak English? I think they did.
I mean, he was just talking about family the whole time, so they had to fucking get him on screen.
And finally, I said, the film serves as a great reminder to never visit France. I still stand by that.
Yeah.
Number 6, Erich.
Do you like when Matt Damon transforms into old Matt Damon at the end of that movie?
Yeah, that's funny. He has a lot of...
It's great to use that gif. It's a great gift to use when you feel old because of new shit.
Yep. Hopefully one day we all get that actual feeling.
Mm-hmm. All right, my number 6 is The Fabelmans. I think I don't know of many filmmakers that make one of their best movies so late in their career. He has given us an absolute skeleton key for his entire life and his career as well. You start looking at how much he wants to fuck his mom, and then you you look back throughout his filmography, and it's like, oh god, it was always there, wasn't it? Holy fucking shit. Yeah, just the horror. It's actually a horror story, because imagine if Seth Rogen wanted to fuck your mom and was actively cucking your dad throughout that movie. Like, it's a pretty horrifying thing.
Great casting in that film to make it as terrifying as possible.
You're just playing in the living room, and then in the bedroom you
hear Sausage Party going off.
But yeah, like I could make jokes about his parents like all day, every day. But the insight about himself and about how he operates a camera and how it alienates him from the rest of the people in his life. He is just so good at shooting stuff, and he kind of can't even understand why. So he feels kind of enslaved to his talent in an odd way, both so inherently knowledgeable of how to show something, but also cannot be part of it in a way that is so inherent to his being. Like, it is a truly amazing movie as an exploration of his... Like, I feel like Disclosure Day kind of drafts off some of the fumes of Fabelmans, but Fabelmans is like fucking top tier shit. Like, I was shocked watching it in the theater.
Disclosure Day is kind of having a conversation with the Fabelmans when she sees that they remade her childhood house, and she's like, what are you doing? This is too personal. This is for me. Why are you putting it for everybody? Right. What the fuck? Like, word for word, probably what his conscience was telling him as he was making that movie.
Right.
Okay, my number 6.
There's such a funny scene. Hold on 1 second. There was such a funny scene in The Fabelmans where that, is it a Christian girl or whatever, like, desperately wants to have sex with him but won't? Is that what happens there?
I don't remember.
I just remember the scene where he's in her room and, like, trying to have sex with her, but she's, like, Christian, so, like, she won't give her virginity. Like, it's such a funny thing.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but it's probably true, and probably why he's seeking vengeance against Christians in general with his films, because they wouldn't let him get laid. Number 6, I have Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I actually did a Simian Jimmy monkey box review of that film, since it does feature a monkey who is also a Nazi, and he does a...
Nazi monkey, he hiles. Yeah.
He does a hile, it's very funny.
Well, no.
He does.
I think he was giving his "My heart goes out to you," I think is what he was doing.
I think what Spielberg did was offer him a treat just out of frame, and the monkey was reaching up for the treat. But either way, it's a Nazi monkey.
That monkey should sue Steven Spielberg for
it might be too late.
Like a Nazi.
His children will have to do it. Dead. Yeah, he's probably dead. You can hear my full thoughts in that monkey box review, because I also did analyze the rest of the film without the monkey in it. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Minority Report. This is like one of the best movies ever made. The sci-fi kind of trappings of the movie are so exciting to me. It is a future, it's like probably before our current day, honestly, was what time they were assuming it was going to be. But the future envisioned there is so cool. The look of the movie is amazing. It's like this like bleached, washed out looking thing that just makes everything look amazing. They have 6 sticks in the movie, these like batons that make people throw up the second you get hit by them, and I'm just like, that's amazing. That's an instant way to stop somebody because they're too busy fucking emptying their fucking stomach. It would be such an easy way to catch somebody. But yeah, just all the sci-fi stuff, all the eye stuff in it is so fucking good. Just Tom Cruise is a amazing lead of that movie. It's just such a great sci-fi movie, and it's like a great encapsulation of like what makes the Philip K. Dick stories, where you're kind of like trapped in a world of your own making. The entire Minority Report system has been developed by Tom Cruise, and now he's like, it's being used against him.
He's being victimized by it, yeah. Like, what if the Thought Police came after you, Thought Police? Uh-oh.
Something I never considered as the Thought Police.
Yeah. What's that Reddit phrase? Like, leopards ate my face? Like, yeah, it's kind of that, but the whole movie. Hey, I had it in top 10, you had it in top 5. I'm glad we both recognize Tom Cruise supremacy.
Absolute Kino, yep.
Number 5, I have Schindler's List, which, did you have yours way lower?
Yeah, mine was in like the 11 or, not 11, maybe 15? I don't fucking remember.
I like...
wait, did I say Schindler's List?
I thought you did way earlier, maybe.
I must have deleted it. Okay, all right.
But, for all the things I might say all the time, this is still a great movie.
Yeah.
I like how at its core it is a little bit evil, like capitalism was used to save like 100 Jews, and really it's just so they could be slaves in a factory, and the message of the movie is, well, that's better than being in the Holocaust, right? Just be in 20 hours a day in the factory. Capitalism saved you from this. Like, I like that that's the message of the movie. That's so hilarious. And then Liam Neeson is just so good. The villain just loves shooting Jews in the head. Like, it's so funny.
Gun jams in the movie.
Yes. But yeah, he loves shooting Jews in the head, and I relished in his delight. So, very entertaining film.
Man, I think I did not talk about Schindler's List. I had it on my list. It's so funny that the
skip
movie
it somehow, because you've said a movie for every number.
Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, here's my going back. I'm gonna figure.
The audience might have heard you talk about it, and we just forgot.
Oh, it won't let me undo it. It was either before 12 or it wasn't on there. But whatever. Okay. I feel like I didn't talk about it, so it's just a really fucking good movie. The red dress parts, just so amazing. The rest of the movie is in black and white.
Oh yeah, it's got a little boy trying to hide from Nazis by jumping into a public toilet that's full of shit and piss, and then the other children are like, no, we're already hiding here, get out. That's hilarious. Fucking died laughing at that. I put that in the Vincent series. I liked it so much.
You just want to get into the disgusting toilet, but then you're forced out of the disgusting toilet.
Yeah, because the kids are too greedy. A bunch of greedy Jews turning on their own just for more shit. This is our shit.
Fucking, like, he made this movie and Jurassic Park back to back. Like, imagine going from one to the other, and he literally did on some days.
At the same time?
Like, making Jurassic Park into pre-production of Schindler's List or something like that. And it's just like, how do you keep those two things in your head? In one, you're like a riveting, like, Holocaust drama, and then the next you're like, and then a dinosaur's gonna eat this guy.
He had like extinction and extermination on the mind. Like, what are things that should have stayed dead forever? Dinosaurs and
interesting.
Nazi ideology. Yeah, that's right. Nazis.
Yeah, the Nazis are what we want to get rid of, right?
Erich, are you gonna believe my number 4? Is it time for that?
Yeah, I think it's time for that.
Uh-oh. Letterboxd, I know my review for this one's really good. Uh-oh. It's Empire of the Sun.
Hell yeah.
What a delightful film.
What a great fucking movie. Holy shit.
9 out of 10. I got a direct quote. Help me, I'm British. He says that a whole bunch. It's very funny. Christian Bale, help me, I'm British. Love it when his Asian slave is ransacking the house and slaps him. Just when you're thinking, damn, this shit is great, fucking Joey Pants shows up and elevates it even further, and then they hit you with John Malkovich. I think that this movie inspired the most famous scenes in The Lion King, because in the scene when Christian Bale's losing his mother in the stampede of Asians, you know, it's exactly the same as the wildebeest killing his father. And there's a Timon and Pumbaa parallel in this film, as in The Lion King. And the kid actor himself has the same attitude and arc as Simba. So I think this very much is live action Lion King with Asian people and a British kid. And lastly, I said if the Japanese were portrayed this way, or the way here that they were in 1941, this would have been the keynote to end all keynotes. So Japanese, not quite racist enough for me to give this 10 stars, but very close. Top 4. Mount
it would
Rushmore.
be very funny if he it would be very funny if he got more and more progressively progressive as he aged, and then at the very end he just dropped right back down to like
1941 Japs. Yeah, should have brought it back for this new one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you do your number 4?
It's an amazing movie, Empire of the Sun.
Oh, yeah, everybody should check that out. If you've never heard of it, go check it out.
Is that his most underappreciated movie?
I hadn't even heard of it until I had to watch it for the list. So the fact that it never comes up is shocking. I've heard of all the movies below it.
That is a real heads no kind of movie. Like, if you've watched his entire filmography, you will see Empire of the Sun and you'll be like, that is a fucking great movie. Okay, my number 4 is Jurassic Park. I grew up watching this movie so many times, and it's just got so much great wonder and spectacle. But then I also think like the characters are really solid, and like all the actors do a great job of selling everything. It just lives in my mind. Like, it has sustained 7 or 8 other movies that are nowhere near as good as it, but off of the juice of Jurassic Park, they've just made me come back every single time and be like, hey, maybe it'll be all right this time. But no, Jurassic Park is the original, and it is like a very entertaining movie. I don't think there's much like there's some good like science fiction elements to it, like just like you're playing with God, you're like messing within the reins of what you shouldn't do, and so like when you open Pandora's box, sometimes bad things happen to you, but it's just such an entertaining ride. So Jurassic Park fucking rules.
That's Erich's number 4, and it's my number 3, Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah.
And I said Jeff Goldblum has like 10 all-time great movie lines in this. And honestly, the script is impeccable, like I was saying before. Even the structure of the story, the dialogue is very thought-provoking and thematically relevant in ways that other movies would never dare to dream. So, number 3.
It has Samuel Jackson chain smoking throughout it. Like, literally every shot of Samuel Jackson, he is just like downing a cigarette.
We got Newman from Seinfeld being pretty much the same guy, and he gets punished for it in hilarious ways.
Didn't say the magic words.
Yep. What's your number 3, Erich?
My number 3 is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Probably one of the best adventure movies of all time. Like, literally faultless when it comes to making a like just rollicking adventure story. Like, Harrison Ford is instantly amazing as Indiana Jones, who is like a different character from Han Solo, but like they're both like amazing hero characters, and you would never get them mixed up. You would never think like this is the same guy doing it. I mean, it's the same actor, but like it's just fascinating that like you put this character on this like collision course with Nazis. He's constantly like killing all these Nazis, and the Nazis are the good guys. But do you ever think about how like if Indiana Jones was not in the movie, they just would have like gotten their skulls melted by the fucking angel?
I've only seen this like once or twice in my life, so I never really analyzed it that deeply.
What the fuck is wrong? How do you live?
I had it at number 6. I loved it. It had a monkey in it.
How do you live your life only having seen this 2 times?
And one of them was recently.
That's insane. Oh my god. Okay, it's such a fucking good movie. Watch it 10 more times in your life, please.
I mean, I guess
Do yourself
so.
the favor.
I mean, I think I got it.
The Nazis get their fucking skulls burnt off is insane. Oh man, what a good movie.
That's that Jewish revenge that I'm so afraid of. He's like using this movie as therapy. Okay. Number 2, 5-star movie. Of course, it's E.T.
Okay.
Can you figure out what the number 1 must be? What have I not mentioned yet? Is it the same as yours?
Your
you might not
number
have
1
mentioned
will
it.
have been my number 2.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're so close to matching, but not quite. E.T., I mean, it's so much fun. And I hadn't seen this as a child either. I saw this for the first time, last year.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and even
what were you watching as a kid?
Rat Race, Bubble Boy,
Rat Race, and Back to the Future.
Yeah, and Back to the Future, reruns of Yu-Gi-Oh. So with no nostalgia goggles, I could say E.T. is his second best movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, hilarious. Yes, E.T. gets drunk on beer. What more could you say than that? That was hilarious.
He loves Reese's Pieces. I also love Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, they're fine.
Imagine, I think it was M&M's originally, and then there was some kind of dispute that M&M's didn't want to have.
It's the fuck up of the century.
Their product in the movie, and they fucked up so
this
bad.
Ugly little freak's gonna like our product? Hell no. What message is that for the kids? Yeah, idiots.
God, just how did this man have so many classic movies in him so quickly? So many filmmakers, they either build up to it. There's a couple early movies that don't work as well, and then they find their thing. But within 3 or 4 movies, he's making some of the best movies of all time. It is really insane. And then he keeps making them.
I knew that the movie was special when the 9-year-old boy called his brother Penis Breath. Wow, I thought this was a classic family film, and he says that my brother, you suck on cocks, and that's a bad thing, and I'm insulting you. And the mom is right. So naturally, genuinely offended, when he says it, whatever she responds. That cracked me up. It felt real. It felt like a moment. Modern movies, they never feel authentic to me, and that was the most authentic shit I've ever seen.
They're too afraid to have kids act like kids really act, which is that they're going to say some bullshit sometimes.
They're going to say some hilarious shit that makes me guffaw. I've never heard Penis Breath before, and it came out of the mouth of babes. So hilarious. Mm-hmm. What's my number 1 and your number 2, Erich?
Artificial intelligence, AI. Right?
So I got AI and ET, just 2 letters right next to each other.
2 letters, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then JP for Jurassic Park, number 3.
What a fucking impossibly good movie. I don't understand why this movie works as well as it does. Maybe it's the Kubrick angle, that it's it was a Kubrick movie up to the point where Kubrick died, I guess. And he was working on it with Spielberg. And I guess it was written by Kubrick and then going to be directed by Spielberg. And so for the longest time, people are Kubrick's version of it would have been better. But I think Spielberg basically made the version that Kubrick would have wanted to make. And the movie is nowhere near as cheery as people think it is. The end of the movie is incredibly depressing.
Oh yeah, I mean, it destroyed me. The whole premise of how long he's been waiting and how much time has passed on Earth and what became of humanity, and this little robot boy is just still waiting to see his mom the whole time.
But also he's this echo of love, which he does not feel but has been programmed to feel in a way. So it's he is the infinite expression of love, but because he's an AI, because he's a robot boy, he does not feel that, but it's still projected. Anyway, it's it melts my mind to think about. And it's so sad inherently.
Goddamn blue fairy didn't do shit
for forever. Fuck the blue fairy.
Fuck the blue fairy. And fuck the Robin Williams AI Dr. Einstein thing where he's answering questions and he's not doing it very succinctly. I think ChatGPT was predicted pretty well with that. Not actually answering my question, and I only get 5 tokens. Fuck.
Yeah, honestly, this was a blind spot in my Spielberg watch until 5 or 6 years ago. And then I watched it. I'm this movie is amazing. It is so heartfelt and sad but just incredible. And there's so many characters that go through my mind, his mom, who accepts this little boy into her life, but then
abandons him in the woods.
Son.
And the child actor is giving a very authentic performance of my parents are leaving me in the woods to die.
Oh my god, how did he get that performance out of Haley Joel Osment? It's fucking insane.
It's a great,
just thinking about what
film.
You
Number
have to,
1 in my opinion.
To this kid. What you have to express to this kid in order to get that performance is crazy to me. Holy shit.
Okay, Erich, we've been here for 2.5 hours. Let's finish it off with your number 1. What is the actual objectively best Spielberg movie?
It's Jaws. Why do you have it so fucking low in your list? Jaws is one of the best movies I've seen in my entire life. It is like clockwork precise. Every character is so fucking amazing in it. I watch it every July 4th with my family. Like, it is just like my inherent perfect idea of a movie, because you're on an island, so it's like there's water all around you, there are sharks in those waters, and the sharks are killing kids. A kid dies in this movie in the first like 30 minutes of it, and that is the like inciting incident to get people off their ass, go and do something. You've got the corrupt government not wanting to shut down the beaches. They're perfectly fine with losing people to this deadly shark.
That's the opposite of the world I live in. I live in a COVID world where, only 90-year-old people die from this disease. Every single person needs to go into quarantine for 2 years, okay? Jaws taught us the wrong lessons. Now the government gets too involved and ruins our lives over shit that is not even half as deadly as a fucking shark. You kidding? The movie's irrelevant today. It's only relevant in Back to the Future 2 when Jaws 19 comes and takes a bite out of Marty.
There's plenty of kids that have died through terrible circumstances that the people in charge refuse to do anything about because they gain too much money off of it. That is definitely
you can't close down the beach on the 4th of July weekend. People want to party. Just go kill the shark.
Yeah, I mean, and they do.
The mayor was right.
God they do.
The mayor was in the right the whole time.
You have three of the most amazing character actors at once. You got Roy Scheider as the sheriff. You got what's his name? Fucking
Quint.
Who's the fucking guy from Always?
I don't remember.
I can't fucking remember his name, but like he is one of my favorite characters of all time. He's like the oceanologist guy who's like knows so much about sharks. I wanted to like be an oceanologist when I was a kid, so I was like, this guy fucking rules. He's sarcastic a little bit, but he still knows his shit. Like Quint has to respect him because he's got like scars and he's like actually dealt with some of this shit. And then the fucking story that Quint tells of the USS Indianapolis going down and all of his fucking friends dying to sharks, just all in the water, and then he gets eaten by a shark at the end of the movie. It is a perfect movie. I fucking love the movie so much. Jaws is Spielberg's best movie.
What about this? What if everybody in the comments below posts hashtag Amistad is better than Jaws? Let's get this trending, people. Amistad is better than Jaws.
Do not do that just because Mumkey told you to. If you actually believe that,
watch both of them and you'll agree with me.
If you do not believe it, do not.
What do you have Amistad, like 25, 35?
Yeah, like maybe the top 10 worst of his movies. You got
it so low. I have it better than your favorite.
That's fucking insane.
Amistad is so much better than Jaws in every way. It's number 14. Jaws is 15. Duel should be higher than Jaws.
I honestly think I left Schindler's List off of my list. I do not think I talked about
As a collective humanity should. Let's all forget any of that ever happened. For the best.
It's just funny that there's a movie about a list, and the movie about the list is not on the list.
Didn't make the list. Demented Duskull said Jaws gave hundreds of horror filmmakers severe brain rot and convinced them they can be scary even without showing the cool monster. So your movie ruined movies.
I mean, they desperately wanted to show the shark, but the shark was fucking like falling apart. Like it did not work.
Yeah, they made the best of a bad situation and inspired dog shit from everybody.
And it worked even better. It worked even better.
Okay, this is a very long Mumkey and Erich episode, Erich. Anything you want to plug before I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, you can find my letterboxd, CZARREVAN. I've been talking about Hannibal on the Purple Kernel, Purple Surplus, I think, channel. We are going to do The Dark Knight Rises and Hannibal Rising next. So I'm very excited to go back to Bane.
My brother says you might have said War of the Worlds twice instead of Schindler's List.
That's funny.
A movie about 9/11 versus a movie about, well...
We all know what the bigger tragedy there was.
And it might have had the same types of people behind both. That's a real thinker for some. One Piece, people! Thanks for tuning in. Erich, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I gotta go feed my cats.
Alright, see ya.